何か新しいことないかな。何か新しいことないかな。何しようかな。何か新しいことないかな。何か新しいことないかな。
Good numbing and welcome back to session 11 of Atelier Ryza. Last time we unearthed the Kirken bunker and discovered that the entirety of our island is an artificial one. It was made when the Clint Kingdom had to retreat from the towers and their bases and everything from the disasters they themselves accidentally caused by stealing power from the underworld. They retreated all the way to this mechanical island and then buried their history effectively through taboos and wives' tales to make it so everyone just didn't do certain things and believed they weren't allowed to do X, Y, and Z, not realizing the history behind it all and why it is the way it is. This time, our current objective, whilst we try to figure out what we're supposed to do next, is literally, it just says focus on synthesizing and wait about 3 days, aka kill time. So I'm going to do that. There is a landmark in the Malp Delta and a landmark somewhere in the Holy Tower that I am missing. I am going to kind of scour around and see if we can find either of them. Eventually, yeah, I will just skip because you can just sleep in the bed to do it, but I at least want to have the poke around. Because I think there might be one still somewhere down there that I just didn't bump into, so I'm going to start like rubbing some edges and looking for things in the background. Because that's all it can be. Sort of like how on Kirken Island, that one landmark we were missing, it was a background thing, you just needed to be able to see it. I imagine it's a similar deal here. Like, is it this waterfall, for example? It's not, but it might be. It could have been. That kind of idea. But it's going to be floating around, jumping around, and everything around. And see if we can stumble upon anything of interest. Watch these guys jump around. I'm trying to get you far enough away so I could take the branch. Oh, get materials from here. Oh, that works out then. Not that I'm using Empol, but... Okay, so it's almost definitely not here. I wish I could rearrange these, admittedly. I kind of wish the axe and hammer were the other way around. So I think if I go into my gathering tools... Yeah, the order you have them in doesn't matter, because they're like this. Goodness. I hope we're doing all well today. We are approaching the Christmas week. and although it's in my schedule, I'll be making a point of repeating it every now and then. I'm not going to be streaming every day that's coming up next week, because I am getting ready to kind of go on the cooldown to actually, you know, do Christmas. To enjoy the holidays with family, or in general just kind of get a bit of recoup and recovery from the end of the year. I do plan to re-pick up streaming before New Year's Day, though. I'm not like doing like some people where they'll take the whole 2 weeks off sort of thing. No. It's more, at least for me, it will be hopping off on around the 22nd, which I think I've got it in schedule as 22nd anyway, but either way. And then coming back, I think it was like on the 28th or 29th, I think I've got it set. I have to double check, but either way, I'm taking round-ish a week off. And I want to specify, that doesn't mean like there'll be absolutely no streams, even though the schedule says don't expect any. There will probably still be 1 or 2 like impulse streams of me, because I can't help myself. They'll probably just be smaller. Like, I won't start, if we finish Ryza 1, I'm not starting Ryza 2 this side of the year, or this side of Christmas at the very least, just because it's another big project and I won't be able to get far in it before we come away, so it will be after I'm back from the break. So let me just check around more before I get too carried away. Let me just double check, there's definitely nothing down here that the game cares about, landmark wise, as we continue to get like a million wood things because I dared to break a single tree. I'll be curious to see if they balance that in Ryza 2. If they make it that, you know, if you get gathering large on a, what was the combo between axe? It's sickle, isn't it? So if you like get the axe sickle combo and gathering L, it doesn't just give you like a million things. So there's definitely nothing here, which is weird because I would have thought for sure it would have been. Like, this was like the place I was most adamant would have something, but it ended up not. And there's nothing tucked down here by the looks of it. I'm expecting the landmarks to just be like some random tree, bink. Because it'd be nice to get all of the landmarks before we wrap. I mean, ultimately I could just look it up, but we'll see. If the credits roll and I haven't got them all, then yeah, before I wrap up that stream, I will come back and look around more. I like that there's almost like a direct split from like the normal Greenwich and everything that is Malpal Delta. Right, is it this house? Or these houses? Is it this stage? So, like, what little things have we not checked out? Is it this stage? It is this stage, okay. Okay, that's done. Alright, off to the tower. It's probably something in the garden then. So I feel like we've been everywhere in the tower and found everything we can. That's just the doors. And say, can we like circle around from this upper area? But it looks like it's blocked off on both sides. Absolutely, it is. Alright, people, theory guessing time. Where the heck is it? So I can only assume it's outside because we kind of went over the whole of the inside of a fine-tooth comb kind of accidentally. There's a chance it's on the inside, and it's like maybe if you go more, like hug the inward wall, you'll twig something. Well, it's definitely not in this corner. You know, there's all these like special ores and whatnot, and some giant bones. I guess they're not landmark worthy. I think that's like the only gripe I have with the landmark system in this. So I can tell that they do get better with it, because I said we've played Sophie 2, and so we've got better at identifying them. But in this game, the amount of times where I spot something and it's like, I would have made that a landmark. That's something unique that you don't see every day that you could use to find your way. Literally a landmark. And the game just goes, nah. And then you find like some random stump and the game's like, special stump. You're like, what? Huh? Okay. Like, not every landmark in this game makes sense. In fact, a lot of them don't. And I hope in the sequel they start to make more sense. Because, yeah, landmarks are, you know, landmarks. They need to make sense. They need to be something that you'd realistically use to find your way back later on. It's the whole point of landmarks in the first place. It's something that you can identify. Is it this giant skull? Nope, okay. This is close on what I mean. I was like, oh, that looks like interesting. That looks like something different. Nope, the game says otherwise. I know there's other skeletal bits here and there, but I don't think there's another skull around. I'm pretty sure there's nothing up here, but it doesn't hurt to check. I mean, landmark-wise. Also, we got that chest. Oh, never mind, you just gotta sit on the very edge of the cliff. Okay, got it. Alright, all our landmarks here are done. And the fact that no trophy pops tells me there's still another area or two, potentially. I found another gathering bottle. I guess that means I can create another world. I must say, I'm quite surprised you managed to find another one. I guess I'm just that lucky. Mere luck wouldn't explain it. But it's yours now, so you should put it to good use. What world should I make now? So I was just checking something. I should actually use this a bit more. I never do. Oh, there was a challenge. Is it above level 30 or above level 40? Because that makes it level 32. Let's do that. I can't remember. There was a challenge for making it above a certain level. Oh, interesting area we ended up in. A raining library. There is a small part of me that's kind of gutted that these little worlds are just like these bubble worlds and not actually in the game world. Because, like, this is cool. This thing feels like a mysterious location. A random outdoor library kind of thing, you know? With ruins everywhere that are gargantuan and it rains all the time. Like, it's just different. Oh, now you've asked for it. Let's get that AP up to 13. Goodbye! And I am going to make a point of trying to stop this guy from attacking, because I don't know how strong these enemies are going to be, because you can kind of access it at any point as long as you've got good enough resources. And the fact that they aren't, you know, dying instantly tells me they could be a threat. Yeah, they got like just under... No, just under 2k health. It's not something to ignore. Oh, I only just spotted the boost stats. Whoops. Well, and now you're stunned. Oh, you're weak to the hammer? Oh, goodbye. As soon as it said weak to hammer, I was like, ooh, okay, this fight's over. it's one of the blessings in any kind of game when you have like a really overpowered skill or tool or something, and then you find an enemy that's weak to it, and you're just like, oh. Look at that. The Genesis Hammer is insane, so if something's weak to it as well, it's just like open season. This is all the exploration we can do. I wonder what breaks these bars, or whether these are all like different areas depending what level it is. And it's like one giant space, but you'll just end up in different spots depending. Yeah, there it is, 30 or more, so we've got extra vitality. Oh my goodness. There it is, and the fact that the music resets every time you complete a quest in here is absurd. I love it though, but it's absurd. So what chapter are we actually on? Because that's like prologue, so I'll pretend and say, so I'm imagining to be on chapter 1. Chapter 2, 3, 4... Underworld, but I guess that's 5, 6, 7, and now we're on another one, so 8. So like potentially 9 or 10 chapters if this is just the getting ready and not the final fight-esque chapter. Looking at the exploration log, I do think this might be every area, and that trophy might pop once those 3 lists are done. Outside of Final Dungeon, but the Final Dungeon might not have a landmark. It might just be the final hurdle sort of thing. Sort of like how the Underworld didn't have anything in it. And all the quests are done. We can check the shops. So that's Bowden, we need to go talk to Fresher, and then the port, talk to the 3 people there. Oh, it was a good thing we came to talk to Fresher anyway. Hello. What's wrong, Ryza? You seem pretty down today. Well, it's about our agreement to share any new information. Ah, I see. Unfortunately, I don't have anything for you today. That's okay. But if I said I had something I wanted to share with you... I mean, you want to pass something on to me? That's a first. Guess you're really growing up. Maybe I am. Lots of stuff's happened, so I've been kind of forced to. You sound really unsure of yourself. Is that because of the information you want to give me? Well, yeah, well, it's not really information so much as a rumour. Oh, that's fine. Most of the information I've given you has been based on rumours. Wait, seriously? But I'm so proud of you, coming here to give me information for once. Okay, so what have you got for me? Rumour, info, whatever? I don't know for sure yet, but we're friends, so I want to tell you about this. The rumour is Kirken Island is actually an artificial creation, and it's floating on top of the lake. Yes, I see. So island isn't real, I'm just sitting on the lake, of course. Sorry, that one's a little out there even for me. Not sure I can really do anything with it. Yeah, I figured as much. It's true though. That's why Ryza kind of laughed it off. She was like, it's kind of weird. So people don't think she's a psycho for saying, hey, our home's artificial. Even though it's true. I should go see if we can pest the boss. We haven't been able to all game, even when we're on talking terms. Every time you go to, Ryza's like, best not. That sounds good. You know, stat charge, defense charge, speed charge. That sounds good. I just wish the game would let me compare from this screen. This screen, it never does. Alright, last time you were selling a very disappointing armor set. Yeah, no. But I will buy that golem core. I'm already out of rainbow grapes? Yeah, sure, I'll buy them then. It feels like there are some resources I have consistently struggled to keep a hold of, and Rainbow Grapes is one of them. It's like this game's equivalent of the Nectar Fruit. Oh, I was gonna say, are some NPCs still hanging around even after you've done all their quest lines, just to have, like, little things to say, but I guess not. Agatha, I wish you were more relevant to the story. You, by the way. Thanks, one man. And welcome. Agatha, I wish you were more relevant to the story. It feels like she's around early on as more of, like, an extra guardian to keep an eye on things. But, like, that's it. Once, like, the adventure really opens up, she just kind of vanishes. And it's a shame, because I love her design. She's a great side character, and she just gets, like Romy gets more screen time than her. This little menace. Agatha's underrated. I hope she shows up in later games. I don't know if she will, because I know she's the guardian of Kirkin Island, and obviously Ryza's adventures are going to take her elsewhere as the games go on. But still, it'd be nice. Right, I'm listening to Trials tracks. Yeah, I saw you're doing, one of your videos you're going to do is going to be on the soundtrack, so I guess it's a necessary thing to actually sit down and listen to every single track now. And be like, okay, so this works, this does. I'll take Romy best girl. Is it Romy even? I always say Romy, I don't know why. But, yeah, she's a troublemaker, but she's a fun troublemaker. As far as side characters go, she is one of the better ones in this game. I mean, nothing beats Pamela, but I'm biased. So 50+ tracks. Ooh, yeah, have fun. So when people say, I want to rank the Final Fantasy VII Remake soundtrack, all the tracks, I'm like, are you a psychopath? There's 210 odd tracks. I want to see if it's possible to get this thing. And I'm like Kiwami 2, it's a concise amount of tracks. It's a concise track list makes it much easier to rank. Fair enough. That's like, I want to see if I can get all 3 stats to 100, but I don't know if... That's too small of a growth. Yeah, 3 times 6, not enough. And my Barrier K2 tracks, the imprecise amount of tracks attributed to 2, since both Kiwamis are package deal OST wise. Yeah, and the game also reuses a couple tracks from 0, if I recall. So it's like, if you try to listen to all of it in one go, there's some tracks, it's like technically they aren't even K2s, they're just reused. It just muddies the water even further. Actually, no, I'm not going to burn a Dragon Eye on this. I'm not even expecting to get anything out of this, it's just personal curiosity. I'm like, yeah, sure, let's do it. Oh, you're full for now, right, I have to reset a day. It's impossible to go game by game just to resort to my original game plan. Fair. Oh, because I came in, it became 5 AM, so it reset. I was like, what was that, like, I didn't read the text because I was glancing at chat. Okay, never mind. Oh, no, the sound effect was for this then. Yeah, she finished writing. And that should do it for the Malp Delta map. I think all the comments we could need. But wow, even though it's not that far from the island, we had no idea that place existed. I've always talked about wanting to go on adventures and try new things. I guess I don't have to go that far to find something nobody's ever seen before. I never realised how close to adventure we really were. Yeah, because Mount Delta, that area I think is entirely optional. Because it's off to the side and never once in the game does the objective demand you go there. Which is appreciated. I like it when games do that because it encourages your own exploration. Close to adventure we really were. Maybe there's adventure to be found on our very own island. The bright red forest connected to the Traveller's Road. I wonder why all the trees turned red all of a sudden. Maybe the soil's different, but there's lots of dangerous monsters around here, so we have to be careful. There's a completely pure waterfall here. If I could bring this back to the village somehow, I could throw my weight around just like a certain someone. But there are super strong monsters all over the place, so I guess that's not an option. When I saw the tower from Kirkin Island, this is the spot that always glowed the brightest, and this giant crystal is what I saw. It's obviously made of fairy stone, but I had no idea what it might have been used for. There's something strange spinning around in the air. My gut tells me this whole place has something to do with alchemy, but I can't even begin to guess what kind of research they may have been doing here. Back on the island, on a clear day, you could go to a higher place like Trep Hill, look to the north, and see the tower. I need to do that. I need to go to the top of Trep Hill and see if I can see the tower from there. We made a secret hideout of our own, but I never imagined there was an even bigger hideout hiding right beneath us all. And we'd never have gone looking for adventure, we'd have never have found this place. It hasn't been all that long since I started learning alchemy, but even I can tell this place isn't normal. I'm finally starting to understand just how deep alchemy really is. Let's rest the day, see if we can feed our puny a little more. Oh, have we passed 3 days? Maybe we have. Ryza, I figured it out. Figured what out? I figured out what we need to fix. The. Oh, what we need to fix. There's what we need to fix the desalination equipment. Really? Well, don't just stand there. Show me. What a strange shape. It looks like we need more than one of them. They're supposed to all lock together. Once there's enough power, it should start right back up. I don't really get how it works, but if I make them for you, that should do it, right? Yeah, the only problem is the materials. This isn't your normal run-of-the-mill type of job. The machinery's pretty big, so they have to be really sturdy. Obviously, I don't know the first thing about synthesis, so I'd like you to pick out the materials yourself. Do you think you can handle this? Of course! I know what I need to make, and I'm sure I can figure it out. Time to go gathering. I'll start making the preparations. I'll let Lent know what's going on too. Looks like everything's falling into place. Indeed, they've become quite dependable, but I'm sad I've nothing left to teach them. Ryza, once the synthesis is done, bring them to me in the bunker. I need 3 in total. Let's see, do I actually have the resource? Don't say get 3 Philosopher's Stones. Don't. Super Steel Gear. Don't be like, hey, 3 Philosopher's Stones, please. Really? Jade Water? Really? Alright. Let's not make them right this second. God, I was like, I need something that doesn't sacrifice something like that too much. Oh well, that'll do for now. This is Moon Puny. Well, it's a new Puny at least. Maybe we'll get something better out of it. Wow, you look like the moon. We can go moon gazing whenever we want with you around. Puny! Oh, right, I guess you can't, since you're the one replacing the moon. Puny! Don't look at me like that. Next time there's a full moon, we'll go see it together, okay? Puny! Going somewhere. Okay, take care. We'll see what it picks up later on. Oh, I wonder if we can get more out of our training dummy. Oh, but it's stunned. Let us go all in. Okay, I'm gonna bomb this bitch again. But it's nearly completely stunned again. It is. There we go. I'll do this because it's quicker. Couldn't connect. It's a good thing this thing's indestructible because it'd be having a terrible day right now. But we might get some decent rewards out of it, so it's worth just trying. Now we're like way stronger. Oh, and now it's weak to this? Oh, enjoy. So we could just potentially stop it from ever having a turn by just spamming this, right? Because the whole point of it is that it ends after it's taken 5 actions. Let's do this first, and then we'll do the boost skill. I was gonna say, is Lila, because I boosted her stats, gonna immediately go into the other thing? Or did it no, I think it cancelled it out. Oh well. I want to see what your fatal drive is. This could actually be a good way of grinding out fatal drives for the trophy. Oh goodness. Shit, no. Yeah, just take the Phoenix takes it and commits a supernova. Give me stat boost. There we go. God damn, look at the chain of damage we built up for this thing. I think we're still way off max reward. I think max reward's like 200,000, but yeah, we're doing alright. Oh, I have no room for skills. Oh, and it's too late now. But we can bomb this bitch again. The stuns never end. See, this is the kind of like wombo combo, never have a turn go that we need against the super bosses. Just never let them have a turn. Just keep the stun up. Because I was concerned, like, looking at the trophy, it's like, how am I going to get the Fatal Drive for the other 3 party members if I have, like, nothing on them without, like, hugely rearranging equipment? I can just do it off this thing. Just, like, keep 2 people in, or at least keep Ryza in to do, like, the stun chaos, and then just keep on building it up. Yeah, the stun chaos, we're on our last batch of items now. So this thing's actually going to start to get to have turns soon. Not yet though. Not yet though, it's got to work a little harder first for that. Jeez, 840 chain. We're going to do well on the rewards. I want to see monster info. Well, how much is this? Defense by 12, decreases chance of landing crit by 100. All magic resistance by 1. Whoops. Whoops, we ruined this poor fucker's day. Oh, right, because it's at level 5, it gets the next animation. I was like, what's she doing? I'm going to save the Fatal Drive, since we're near the end, until when, like, it's about to end to try and get the most out of it. Get that stun ready again. Yep, there we go. I don't think, Immortal Ryza or not, I don't think this is going to talk to us ever again after this. And you know what I'm actually going to do, just to try and maximize damage now we're nearly out of core charges, because I'm going to keep that last one until we're nearly done to try and get the stun in the Fatal Drive. I'm going to put them in red mode, so they start doing their own thing more. I think because it stunned them again anyway. Jesus, look at this. It's like I'm just letting this insanity play itself. You know what, screw it, I'm going for it. Because I like her Fatal Drive, and she has like the highest attack stats, so of course I'm going to make her do it. We get to see the absurd athleticism of this lady. And I love that pose. That pose at the end is so sick to me. I love it so much. Bro, I could keep this going forever by having everyone else sacrifice their items instead. That's a fort. That's a fort. Hang on. I could theoretically keep this going for a long ass while if I wanted to. It's been nearly 100k damage. I need an extra point. There we go. Alright, reduce its resistances again. No specials, but it's stunned. Come on. Jesus Christ. We're here again. Low enemy stats? Oh yeah, can do. Enjoy the Genesis hammer. Who needs anything else when you've got the hammer? We've hit it. We've hit 100k damage. And after we're done bullying this thing, we will go make what we need and advance the plot. We won't stay here forever. It's just I haven't done this in ages. It's like, hey, there's rewards if I fuck around with this. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. I could keep this guy in a stun loop, potentially. He's been sitting on 3 turns left for like 20 turns. No, too early. I was gonna say, we're nearly there with that. Nope, 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 just slightly less. Oh damn! Just like, well, I just love watching the animations at work here. Really, just letting them do their thing. Thank you. And now we've got another 15 core charges. That's what I mean, I can keep this doing forever. I'm gonna just go through everyone's shit until we run out and just keep this thing stunned. Well, it says it's gone down to 2 turns left, so it's creeping down there. Boost your stats? Oh, I can't do that anymore. I sacrificed that item already. Come on, get stunned. Nice. I think if I do like try to get the maximum rewards out of this thing another time though, like off screen, I'm going to like disable sound effects because hearing this poor thing go every 2 seconds is it's just going to start to do my head in after a while. Listen to it. We will never let it have a turn. Never. So don't mind me, just needed more items for the hammer. 150 fucking K damage and the chain 2,239 hits. Imagine getting this on any enemy in the game actually, and it living. Maybe there's like some secret super boss if you can unlock the hardest difficulty has this much health. Let's go in blue mode for a bit just to try and build up some more AP. Said I am going to throw another Genesis hammer at it. I mean, do you ever feel like we're the baddies when we're doing shit like this? We're gonna reach the end of it, and Empel's gonna come over and be like, "Oh, for some reason the Weasel doesn't want to like play with you guys anymore. What have you guys been up to?" Come on, let's see if we can get to 200k before it gets its next turn. I feel like a monster. Alright, time to sacrifice another item. There we go. Have you ever felt such pure evil? Well, that thing's just sitting there like, please, how do you have more? What's a core charge? Supposed to be 15. Can we just do it again? Nearly 198k. Hey, there we are, 200k. Just, this poor thing. This poor fuck. Well, I'm not even using things like silhouette. You know, that boosts items. Oh, imagine if this was like Final Fantasy VI and you had dual casts. And you could just throw 2 hammers in one turn, like instantly. That was the most brutal. You had to work to get it, sure, but that was one of the most brutal things you could get in Final Fantasy VI. Surviving the Tower of Magi, you could get fucking dual cast, so you can make it so you cast two spells on any turn guaranteed, and it would ignore any turn progression or turn alteration or haste or anything. It's just you got 2 fucking spells, enjoy them. So if you got the ultimate spell in the game, Ultima, you could just literally double Ultima everything, and it was just like, fucking Christ. Final Fantasy VI is one of those games, it's like, I love Final Fantasy VI, but holy shit, if you play your cards right, is it the one you can break open the most? Because you can attach Ultima to the strongest weapon in the game, and then mirror the weapon so the character has 2 swords, and then haste them so they attack twice, so they hit. So the strongest weapon in the game, with the strongest spell in the game attached to it, hits 4 times. Then you have the next character immediately have dual cast a double Ultima, and it's just like suddenly even the hardest super bosses in the game will just die. They just fucking die because what else are they supposed to do? And it doesn't even take that much to set it up. It really doesn't. I'm so glad they finally announced the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters of 1 through to 6 are coming to console. Took them fucking long enough. It's been on Steam and mobile for like 18 months, but we got there. Yes, this morning I should actually clarify, that's something to talk about whilst we're doing this. Because today is the 35th anniversary of Final Fantasy. They celebrated by announcing and revealing a lot of little things. Nothing came out today, because to be honest, I'd rather it that way. I don't want companies to force something out on the day releasing it to rush. But they did announce that the Pixel remasters of 1 through 6 are finally coming to console, and we should expect to see them in early next year. So when that happens, we absolutely will be covering them. Not all of them, and not straight away, because they're all long games. And I'm going to stress right now, Final Fantasy 1, 2, and 3, 1 less so, I feel, but 2 and 3 especially, they're kind of guide games. And I just think that would be kind of tiring to burn through on stream back to back, whilst having to have a guide on standby for the entire playthrough. So I'll probably do Final Fantasy 4 first, and then worry about the rest later. But I do want to cover all of them on the channel eventually. I want to cover every single Final Fantasy on the channel eventually. Problem is, Final Fantasy 7... The problem is Final Fantasy 7. Because they've got the end of Act 1 and the ending of the game both entirely blocked, and they're too significant to just go without, because one of them is the death of a major character, and I don't get why they set, like, they recording blocked it, because like, yeah, spoiler, death of a major character, but when you don't spoil everything that comes afterwards, everyone can see that character's not in the fucking party anymore. You know? Everyone can see they're not in the party anymore. But the thing is that recording block remains for an entire boss fight, so once again, my hands tied. And the ending also, although it's a scripted fight, it's still a fight, is also in the recording block, so I can't show it. 8's also got something like that, but I think it's just like the actual ending, like after you can put the controller down. But that's problematic in itself, because Final Fantasy VIII's ending at first glance is extremely confusing, and trying to just explain what you're supposed to be seeing to someone would probably do more bad than good for that game. The ending is deliberately kinda cryptic. And there's a lot of theories online still to this day about what it means and what it all signifies. With the biggest theory being that the main character actually died at the end of Act 1 and everything else is like his last dying lucid dream. Which, although I'm pretty sure that's not the truth, it is at least fun to think about because of some of the weird imagery you get after the final boss. Including one of Squall without a face. It's like, maybe he did die. But like, things like that, it's like, eh. Where's the 8th weird? I hope to cover some of 8 at some point someday. It's weird. It's one of those games that you have to understand, like, if you play Final Fantasy 7 and love 7 and think it's the best thing ever and can't wait for 8, you're going to be disappointed with 8 because 8 is radically different. And even at the time, Square knew they had something with 7, but they also knew, and they were quite wise about this, sometimes when you nail something, it's not actually in your best interest to try and replicate it. And that's what 8 is. 8 doesn't try to replicate 7's success. 8 deliberately, radically goes a different direction and does its own thing. And I have a deep respect for the fact they did that. They don't nail it. I'll be the first to admit that. They don't nail it, but I really appreciated that instead of just making, like, 7 again sort of idea, they didn't. They decided to take very bold risks and take 8 in very different directions, even down to the core principles of its gameplay. It was still a turn-based RPG, but the nature of how you leveled up and upgraded is very different to how it is in 7. I'm going to wait for that stun to go so we can try and get one more once the stun ends. Alright, final stun. We're finally out of items, but this thing might actually get to live soon. I'm just going to use this since we're out of it anyway, so we might as well. I love Ryza's, like, them special, because it starts off so cute, and then she summons a meteorite. It's like, oh, look, a bunch of random junk she found on the island she summons. What the fuck is that? And then she looks all graceful at the end, thinking about the massacre she just created. I need one more point. Jeez. I'm just like, my eye have been fixated for like the damage and chain count on the right for all of this. I don't think we're gonna reach 300k before this ends. But we can try and get as close as we can. It's like, go, don't let it have a turn! Quick! Go and min-max the last glimmers of this shit. Hey, we got another stun! So it got pushed back further. Jeez. Well, so, yeah, that's about right. Ryza says, that's about right. Yeah, most damaging thing, Genesis Hammer? I'm not surprised. The best results we got so far. We got 15,000 crystals, got some Holy Arbor crystals. See, 30k we got Soulflower, 50k we got 70,000 gems, 75k we got Emerald Glass, 100k we got a Lapis Papillon. Don't tell me 100k is the cap. And we did all that extra for nothing. Exceeded 500, 5,000 coal, 1,000, 5 gold coins, 1,500, 30,000 gems, 3,000, 10 coins, 4,000 ice core. Max damage, 3,000 got 5k, 5,000 eternal crystal. Oh, Jesus. Oh, never mind. The jump is astronomical. The highest reward is a Kirkin fruit. That better be like, yeah, I was gonna say that better be like 999 value Kirkin fruit. Cause what? Cause what? And is that 999 milk as well? Yeah, okay. See, that one at least makes some sense. No Philosopher's Stone though. No, I was on the right menu first time, this one. Oh dear. Oh, now you give me stun an enemy 5 times as an objective? God damn it, we just did it. Let's save that carnage. But there's still a lot more room to breathe, clearly. 2 million, jeez. I imagine that's like the same sort of idea, just taking to its logical extreme, of just like grinding things out in a loop instead of just trying to do max damage. Anyway. It's effect 3 down here. Add wind, alright. That'll do for now. We're just turning this in anyway afterwards. Super steel gear. I'm gonna make 2 more. Alright, one more. With the super rare material that we might not have, the game dared to imply. Also, alchemy level 40? That's not that high? I think that's the only thing, is that at some point I want to watch a speedrun of this game. I've said before that this game has been speedrun, and I see it like pop up quite often. I want to see for when it's things like this, how they quickly burn up their alchemy level. Like, what do they do to like get away with that sort of thing, to like get their alchemy level skyrocketing super fast? What do they make or remake a bunch of times to like get an idiotic amount of levels? All done. These should be more than strong enough for Tao. Now let's take him to the bunker. Alright, Tao, let's see if this is worth it. Thanks, Ryza. Now all you have to do is install them. Great, let us know how we can help. Yeah, I'm only really good physical labor, but I'll do what I can. I don't know how I can help, but if you tell me what to do, I'll do it. I think this should work. And what happens if it doesn't? And then I'll just have to make them again. Don't worry, Ryza, you did everything right, I can tell. Thanks, Claudia. Okay, let's test it out. If I do it really quick, it shouldn't drain too much power from the island. Is that it? What do you think, Tao? Complete success! It functioned exactly as expected! All we need now is a fresh power source, and we can start it back up and get it working for good. Ah, damn! You did it, Ryza! Yeah, I guess I did. I wasn't totally sure, but... Wait, what do you mean you weren't totally sure? Well, this is ancient alchemy, right? Everything here is super advanced and complex. But I did it. It's okay, Ryza. It will give you another like half an hour of game time. You'll probably be starting to approach that same level Sophie was at the end of Sophie 1. You're going to start getting the power of the rival god soon. Of course, I knew you could. Thank you. But now that the repairs are done, we need to deal with the bigger problem. Indeed, the power source. To start with, you, I, and Tao will review the entire system. Right. First we have to understand what exactly we need, but we're all so short on time, I'm kind of anxious. They look sort of like fairy stones, but actually they're completely different. That's all I can really tell. It's okay, you're a talented alchemist, but this isn't your area of expertise. Don't be too harsh on yourself. As you learn, you'll be able to use your instincts to grasp more details that will prove useful in the underworld. Another major problem is, what's other Felucia up to? If another scout shows up, that could spell trouble. Then we need to get to work. Every step forward is another step closer to finishing this. Now what do I do? Wait, yeah, another 3 days, come on! Well, at least we activated this thing, so we can start figuring out how to power it up. You know what I'm gonna do then first? Still trying to avoid enemies. I'm gonna try and get some high quality resources again. Some astronomically high quality resources again. I'm also trying to avoid enemies, see how deep we can actually get. And if we can try and get up to that treasure chest, because I'm curious what it is. That's an enemy. I was like, what? That thing is that a resource? No, that's a gold puny. I don't want to run into that. Oh, Jesus, this is gonna be good. How do I get up there then? Oh, okay, I see. Oh, I'll check that later. As I say, because it's a different color, I was kind of curious, but no, it's just another transition. Can I actually like jump straight off this edge? Oh, Jesus, you can. So is it as we swerve the demon birds? Yeah, this goes up, so okay, here on the left. And what's down here is a green supplement, huh? Oh, Christ! Okay, so the trophy for getting 999 quality on something is going to be pretty easy with this DLC. All I need to do is get a couple more chests, and we just make an item only using this shit. Oh. So if you're after the trophy, if you're watching this and you're thinking of 100%ing it and you're after the trophy, there's your ticket. There are all kind of unique plants all around here. Yeah, they're kind of similar to plants back home, but they're still pretty strange. And they're bigger than normal too. Kind of makes me worried. It kind of makes me feel like we've shrunk. There are hiding places everywhere. We're vulnerable to surprise attacks, so be careful. Right, keep your eyes peeled. None of the stuff here is so good, because the enemies will absolutely eviscerate you. Look, we've already established the enemies are well above our pay grade right now. Oh, there's holy arbor shit here as well. That puny needs to do one. I saw that in the corner of my eye, I was like, hang on. Oh wow, there are a lot of treasures here for us to try and sneak around and loot. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of when I went through Fairy Fencer F, and like about halfway through the game, I snuck into the level 999 DLC dungeon and looted all the chests, and then GTFO'd. That's what it reminds me of. But I just evaded all the enemies, so I knew they would eviscerate me, and just snuck around and got what I needed and left. Okay, I can warp to just there, so let's turn in what we got. I need to look for something that starts with just a supplement. I don't think that exists. I think you have to make something else, and then there's something else that will let you make a supplement. Hey, we could make a really high quality pop. No. Oh, so I'm going to seed that through the list. It just makes me laugh. That's all I can say. It just makes me laugh when I see it. It's like, why would... Who in the dev team thought that was a good idea that wouldn't backfire on people who are just sneaky, like me? Who are just sneaky little beans who just run right in. So it's some kind of rock bridge. May look natural, but it's probably man-made. I wonder if it's from the Clint Kingdom era. Most likely, yes. Then again, geez, they're everywhere. Well, not exactly. The region just so happens to have a remarkable number of ruins. We've been to many parts of the world, and most areas don't have any trace of them. That's true. Never seen such a huge collection of ruins anywhere else. Oh, really? I guess our perspective is different growing up where we did. I still don't have any hard evidence. But I have no doubt this island is closely connected to alchemy somehow. Yeah, you think of all the things being super good? I don't know where I've got this hunch, but I think this is a place that used alchemy next to like the best quality alchemy equipment in the world. And I bet that's 999 as well. I bet. I bet we're going to get all 4 of the supplements, and they're all going to be 999 quality. Oh jeez, we just got to be... That knight is going to eviscerate us if he sees us and starts pushing. Yeah, keep looking that way. Don't mind me. Alright, which supplement is this one? Oh, gold uni. I bet that's it's in a chest. Yep. This is down 99 as well. Yep. Christ. Well, at least that's another thing we could use. If we get an item that starts with a uni and then beeline for a supplement, that we might get that trophy in the bag like immediately. I might check that once we've cleared this space out. I might see if we can make like a uni bag with the gold uni, and then just see if we can like just capsize it a little bit like that. The problem's gonna be is that whatever we make is gonna take a huge dip if there's anything between it and the supplement, and this will have to like really like hard push the extra 999 to get it just above the mark. Oh, I should actually check because this is the second area. Are the general quality of items here better? It's around the same from what we've been getting, around the 200 mark. There's another area beyond this yet though, so I'm not counting on it too soon. I'm not counting it out yet. I imagine the enemies in this... It's for you. Uh-oh. Yeah, hide shark is accurate. This thing was hiding alright. That bitch was hiding alright, ran straight into him. Ooh. What? I believe we've hit a proverbial jackpot. I can now say definitively that the people who once dwelled here used to practice alchemy. So you were right! And if you look closely, you may notice that these crystals are actually fairy stones. Fairies? Oh, you're right! You can find fairy stones on Kurumi Island, but I've never seen so many in one place. This may be a repository of them, so that the alchemists could have easy access to them. Or perhaps they mined them nearby and simply stored them here. But why the heck would they need so many? I couldn't say, but there was obviously large-scale synthesis happening here. Oh, and it turned us around. So clearly it was supposed to come at it from the other direction. Oh, because these are smaller. What? I was like, what high quality bugs could we get out of this? Oh, just try-ons. Mumble grumble. Alright, what's... Other than more things that would kill us, what treasure is hidden in here? A glass flower. Alright, now let's try the bold, if dangerous, routine of trying to get up to the very top without getting eaten alive. Oh, we got stuck inside a corner for a second. I felt it in my bones. Oh, we got stuck in a corner for like a split second and my whole body just went, Jesus. Alright, third area. There's so much vegetation around here. The ruins around here seem like they were suddenly abandoned. Hey, if this place really is near the island, how come nobody found it till now? It's just a theory, but... Have you noticed the sound of the waves have you been walking around? Now that you mention it. You can hear it no matter where you go, which tells me the island must be very small. So it'd be extremely difficult to find if you didn't know it was here. I guess, but still, nobody ever stumbled on it by accident? Well, it's possible that someone found it, but didn't think it was worth mentioning. But why wouldn't they at least tell someone about it? Well, say there was a rocky reef that you could see from the shore of your island. There wasn't anything remarkable about it. Would you even give it a second thought? There really wasn't anything special about it, I guess not. Could be the same thing here, just on a different scale. From what I've seen, this island has little value as farmland or living space. And there's a surprising number of monsters for its size. Would you want to spend a lot of time on a place like that? Yeah, I guess I get it. From the outside, it looks more trouble than it's worth. Again, that's just a guess. But if I'm right, it's a great place to avoid detention. So my question is, what were the people here doing in secret? Let's see if we can find out. Oh jeez, if that isn't that's the end of the line, I don't know what it is. If that isn't a hard just we're stopping you here. yellow supplement. So I could see there's another red. Yeah, I could see that there was 2 red dots. So I was kind of glancing around, like, where is it hiding? Also, sapling branch. I saw that. 999 quality twig. Oh god, I need that thing to go a little way. Got it. Oh, you're like more problematic. We're good, we're good. The things can't jump, well, jump high, so we're good. So I think there's one more supplement for us to pick up, so what's the other things? Because if it's like a one of every, like, source material, that would be brilliant. That would be real nice. Or if there's like some secret ultimate armor set hidden away up here, that would also be nice. But no, we get some silk instead. But to be fair, it's the highest quality imaginable silk. Realistically, that would sell a fortune. Oh, I think it's beneath us. I was about to say, I was like, there should be a chest here. Where the heck is it? Let's see if I can spot it. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's down there. So I have to circle around. Avoid more danger. What's our basket looking like? 73. Okay, we got space yet. Animal hide. I should be like retreating, because if I like get caught and fail to escape and die, we could lose those items since we'll lose half our inventory. We could just lose these 999 value items. Oh, I should check if there's higher value stuff here. Oh, nice. Okay, no, all areas the resource quality is around 200 average. Alright, I'm back, sadly I can't fit it into only 5. I got 11, yes, 11 tracks worth of top spots. Damn, that's sick though. To be in a position where like what you want to do gets far exceeded by the sheer quality of it, like that's a good problem to have, you know? To be in a position where it's so good you have to like expand it out more. All you've missed is that I've been further exploring the DLC dungeon, the Secret Solitary Island, and I discovered that every single treasure chest holds a basic resource that's 999 quality. But I'm trying to sneak around, avoid the enemies, pick them all up, and then get the easiest get 999 quality item trophy in the franchise. There's only one I'm missing. Oh, what's this? It is, I never expected to fall as hard for Trails of Cold Steel as I did. Listen, doesn't that game have like 3 or 4 sequels? So like you've hit the jackpot in that sense. Because like once you're done, you can move on to the next one, and then there'll be even more and more things you love, more things that be different. Like see what you appreciate by the next and maybe don't, and do the comparisons and everything in between. Where's the chest? Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. God. Oh, okay. Okay, camera angles, huh? The way she sits, huh? Yeah, there was some deliberateness with this positioning. There's official sequels in him. There's some follow-ups out, up and coming Trails and Reverie. Ooh, so yeah, you've got your next year sorted. A sapling branch. It's a good thing. It's a good thing through rotation I was on a costume that had a coat. Because imagine if I was on like the coatless variant and did that, and it was just, yeah, like come on, come on, guys. That's not subtle at all. Right, now I'm 99% certain up there is certain death, so I'm going to retreat and actually banking all our stuff first. It's like a bunny. Yeah, she looks cute if it wasn't for the camera angle, like, going straight to her butt. If the camera wasn't like, you know, why are anime camera angles always like this, you know, the meme, it would be cute as hell, and she just looks like a little bunny rabbit, but no, it's, they put the camera, like, right on her backside, so you have no choice but to look at it. Alright, let's find something. Oh my god! Holy shit! Oh god! Alright, let's get our trophy. We've made something of 999. Oh, is there not a trophy for it in this game? I thought there was. I didn't know trophy popped. Or is the game like, no, that's cheating, bitch, you can't do it that way. That's cheating, you can't use the DLC to make it. Give me something. 910, like, hang on. 910, 280. Where the hell have you been, Puny? Where the heck did that Puny go to? Right, I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna go to that objective marker at the end of the DLC and see how much of a bad idea it really is. We can find out together how much of a bad idea it really is. So, Secret Island, third area. I'm just gonna beeline for that objective at the end and see if it's a death trap. Well, I know it's a death trap, but we're gonna see how much of a death trap it is. Excuse me, enemies that will absolutely eviscerate me if I gave you half a chance. Just trying to get past to the boss that will, kill me so hard it deletes the sequels from existence. It's fine. I just gotta be very careful not to, like, accidentally twig in any enemy along the way, because we got very lucky with the one enemy that did find us that we got to run away, because I can imagine you won't. Is this something that will trigger a cutscene? I've got to check. No, it's just more ruins, K. Oh, a unique special item that we probably shouldn't have yet. Alright, let's find out how quickly I'm going to regret this. What's up here? Halt! Don't take another step. Hmm? Who was that? Did you hear something? Look. I'm looking. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This could be trouble. Oh no, I can't even beat the normal elements. Now we go for like the evil element. But who are you? I am the protector of this land. Some call me the Great Dark Elemental. The what? Oh god, does this make you fight? I haven't beat these guys normally. Let's calm it down. I haven't beat these guys normally. I don't even know where half of these guys even are hiding. I say again, don't take another step. Do you not know that this is the home of the great elementals? If you dare to proceed, I'll assume you're willing to attempt the trial. Where are the great elementals? The trial? What the heck are you talking about? The power of this island has sealed away the calamity, and we great elementals protect the land so that the calamity may never again awaken. So if you would attempt to destroy the calamity for good, you must first prove your worth. However, if you are here on a whim and simply wish to defy these lands, then you are forbidden from going near the calamity, and we must destroy you. So, can anyone tell me what's happening right now? It's telling us to scram! So if you want to keep going, we have to fight them. What? No, why would you even say that? Let's just go home! It mentioned some sort of calamity. This island is connected to alchemy. We must see the calamity that you speak of. Then you accept the challenge. Very well. If you wish to pass, you must defeat us. Beware, for with the passage of time, we shall revive again and again. Prepare yourselves. And I think that's the game's way of saying, if you beat one of them, then leave, it will respawn. You have to beat them all in one go. I think that's what that's saying. In order to proceed, you have to defeat the 5 great elementals. If you leave the map, yep, the elementals you defeated will reappear. Yeah, I fancy death. Let's see what happens. Let's see what level these guys are in the DLC mode. Because they're like 50 to 55 in the main game, at least from the ones we've seen. There's still 2 we haven't seen, I have no idea where they are. At least 2. Oh, we're gonna die. Oh, this is... Ooh. Level 160, huh? Yikes. We're... Yeah! Yeah! Ow! We're not ready. Whatever calamity, we're not ready. You lost some of the stuff. That's okay. I just want to look at that level. It's like, oh, so this is what the end means. Got it. They say death takes many forms. This is clearly one of them. Ryza, I was thinking, maybe we should meet up with some of the others and take a little stroll. Sure, I guess I wouldn't mind to take a little break. Jeez, I'd almost forgotten how beautiful this place is. Still hard to believe this is all man-made. It's almost more impressive knowing that. Claudia, do you have something specific in mind to bring us here? No, I wanted Ryza to take a break. She's been working non-stop. I was afraid she might collapse. True, your mind can't function without rest. It's easy to forget when you're so focused on something. Yeah, thanks Claudia. I guess maybe I have been losing sight of the little things. I'm glad you finally realised what we already knew. Hey, come on, Tao. Is everyone here? Good, come with me immediately. Oh, and against the break. What's going on? Why the big rush? We've discovered a gate near the cove. Felucia are pouring out of it. Looks like it's my big moment is finally here. Let's do this. Oh, that cove. Yeah, so back to that same area of the underworld. Nice. Oh, we didn't go far. When I saw the beach in the port, my first instinct is that I thought we'd gone to that beach there, since that's the one we kind of started at. No, we literally just took 10 seconds. No wonder they found us so easily. We didn't go anywhere. Alright, let's go to the underworld. Felucia don't normally come alone like this. Did they retreat and leave behind a single observer? Wait, so it isn't a scout? Is it the kind that comes later, like Lila said? I believe so, but for now we need to beat it down. Okay, let's do this. Let's beat this Digimon-looking motherfucker. Oh, it's a higher level than us. Oh, we should be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We got the Hammer of Dawn. We're fine. We got the most OP fucking thing in the world. Yeah, great boss fight, guys. Bye. Great boss fight. Alright. Looks like we came through to... Okay. I guess now we can say we defeated the Draining Demon, or one of them anyway. What do you think, Lila? It's a Sky Reader, without a doubt. Sky Reader? Are we just making up words now? What does that mean? It's just what it sounds like. They read the sky, predict the weather, in other words. Which means the Felucia probably know that a drought is on its way. Indeed. Even as we speak, they're informing their ravaging queen there is no rain in our future. So we can assume they're preparing to invade. How long until it starts? They've got a large swarm to organize, so it won't be right away, but still, we have no time to waste. This is awful. What should we do? Let's head back to the Atelier and begin formulating a plan. Can we actually go back into this now? I've been wanting to go back into it for resources for ages, and I don't think the game will let me. Yep. I was hoping it would stay. Oh wow. Okay, that cutscene just respawned everything, huh? Got it. Everyone's thinking. It's just a band of 18-year-olds and 2 adults that are kind of figuring shit out. Like, I don't know why they put so much... Well, I say that, I don't know if Tao's 18. I get the impression either Tao's having a real late, like, growth spurt, or he's a little younger. It's like you're putting a lot on a band of teenagers here, just to think about. Like, it'll make a glimmer more sense in Ryza 2 when it's 3 years later and she's 21, but we're not there yet. Is there any way for us to stop this invasion? I'm afraid not. The gate leading to the Ravaging Queen's personal nest has already opened. She will lead them through the gate in a chittering deluge of death. Are you sure destroying the gate isn't an option? Absolutely not. Release of energy would cause catastrophic damage to the area. Then what if we destroy the ruins and submerge the gates in water? If there were only a few of them, maybe. But the hordes will gladly crawl over their allies as floating corpses. Could we somehow just seal the gate really fast, like brute force it? Sealing a gate is a delicate process, impossible to perform with the constant threat of the Felucia attack. And what can we do? One option is to destroy the orb immediately. It would return all its water to the sanctuary at once, which may slow them down. But it wouldn't stop them completely. They're already entrenched there. Even all that water won't hold them at bay forever. So even if we do that, they'll still come eventually, and the village would lose its only source of water. Another option is to isolate ourselves on the island, just like the Clint Kingdom did originally. So we just sit and watch while everything gets swallowed up till the drought ends. But everything outside the island turn out like the castle and the tower did? During the drought, the swarm will grow. There's no way to predict how far the devastation might spread. I got an idea. Let's go kill the queen. And I think that's what Lila's about to say, because this is Lila. There is one other option. It's dangerous, but it has the greatest chance of stopping the invasion. Tell us. We go to them, meet them head on, and destroy the Ravaging Queen. With no leader to give them directions, the swarm will dissolve and the invasion will end. Literal war tactics. I thought you might suggest it, but it's too reckless. Our chances of success are effectively zero. But if we did succeed, that would end it for sure, right? I'm in. We can clean up this entire mess, right? If it just means we've got to work a little harder, let's do it. I agree. If Ryza's in, so am I. I need to repay all of you for the courage you've given me. By going to kill the Queen of Hell. Jesus. It was my idea, so naturally I'll join you. Emple, stop beating around the bush. You know this is right. I like Lilla. Lilla's a woman who takes charge. She's just like, hey look, if they're going to invade the country, let's just kill their leader. Let's just destroy the remaining of the army because we will take out the tip of the crown. Just dethrone the ruler and suddenly there's no army. Yes, I do. Someone has to warn you of the risks, right? Otherwise... I'm going to. Hmm? No, wait. Not because I feel like I'm being forced to. More like, it's my duty. It's hard to explain, but yeah, you finally found a backbone, Tal. We get it. It's your character arc. Ugh. It's like my warnings fell on deaf ears. I suppose you'll need a responsible adult to chaperone. That's what Lily's here for. We don't need you. Excellent. So no more hemming and hawing. Then Ryza, proceed as you see fit. Everyone, thank you. Attacking the Ravaging Queen is definitely going to be our biggest adventure so far. You're not going to tell the other villagers? As I've mentioned, our main goal is to seal the gates and lay a shroud over the Clint's kingdom. The fewer people know about the underworld, the better. I'm sorry, but that's a necessary part of this. And if we didn't explain it fully, it could cause panic and confusion. We'd do more harm than good. Since Boss already knows what's going on, we should ask him to redirect any travelers after we leave. What's the big deal? We just gotta win, right? And everything will be fine. I know it seems pretty straightforward, but all these precautions really are necessary. So we're gonna risk our lives for them, and they'll never know it happened. I'm fine with that. This is to protect our own way of life too. This is our fight. A fight to protect each of our futures, so we can have a peaceful, ordinary tomorrow. This is actually kind of similar to Sophie 1. Because I don't think Sophie ever actually explained to anyone in the town what she did after the whole thing with Luard. I think she just kind of went off and came back and everyone was like, oh, you seem in a better mood, Sophie. And she was like, yep. And that was it. Like, she never explained herself. I think it's a similar deal, like where Sophie saved the world and no one knew about it. Ryza and Gang gonna save the world and no one's gonna know about it. Each of our futures, so we can have a peaceful, ordinary tomorrow. It will just be when we get to Ryza 2, if we meet another alchemist. I'm gonna be paying attention. If we meet another alchemist in Ryza 2 who's like a really closed off, hyper energetic child who came from a village that's underground who wants Ryza to train her, I'm gonna start questioning the similarities between Secret and Mysterious. If we meet not Theorist in the next game, I'm gonna start questioning it. Save the world for the secret claim, for peace of mind. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying it's an interesting thing that both sagas that I've played through have a similar starting in that sense. Obviously, most of the story and the characters are completely different, but the fact that both of them, the last thing they do in the first game is save the world and no one knows, is interesting. It's an interesting, familiar starting point, but it's cute. It's also showing Ryza's maturity, and I get that's the point. Like, it's her whole character development is one of finding maturity, which is just this little bean child at the start of it, and now she's like, yeah, I'm gonna save the world and no one needs to know, because she's got the maturity to know that this thing's more important. It'd be kind of funny though, like she narrowly survives, goes home aching from top to toe, in absolute agony, thoroughly exhausted. She finally collapses in bed and suddenly her mother's in her ear saying, "You've been missing out on the farm again, you need to go now." Ryza just be like, oh, poor Ryza. You know it will happen. She'll sit down for 1 second, literally her whole body's numb from the fight of her life. All her muscles are aching non-stop. She can barely see, she's so exhausted. She finally lays her head down and her mum bursts into her room and says, "You need to help your dad on the farm." That would be Ryza's luck. Just crash at the Atelier, Ryza, it's fine. Don't go home after this. Anyway, I'm glad to hear such resolve. then take some time to reaffirm these ordinary things you want to protect. During that time, we'll prepare for our departure. Good idea. So we'll meet back here later. It's only right that no one knows. Yeah, I get you, don't worry. The final battle? Visit home, Raisin, Boden, Valence, Trep, and then come back. So we're not actually visiting every area, we're just kind of poking around. So home. Oh, you're back. Out wandering who knows where again? Why can't you? There. I don't think that's necessary. To what she did, nobody in town thinks poorly of her. It's not about her reputation. It's about her helping out around here. She's long gone by the time I get up, and... Yup. This is just about how I expected this to go. Did you say something, dear? No, but... Listen. No matter how far I might go, I'll always come home. Oh yeah? Then why don't you use that alchemy of yours to make a button that can bring you home? If I made something like that, you'd never let me go on another adventure. What's the matter? Why are you staring at us like that? Yeah, do we have something on our faces? No, it's nothing. Sitting up here, talking about that we wanted to do in the future, it feels like a lifetime ago. It was 10 streams ago. Let's not let's not get too carried away, Ryza. That's where it started, where we learned where we learned how big the world could be, and now we have to fight to protect it. I think I'm okay with that. Ryza, what are you doing? Get back down here and help me. But something's never changed, I guess. I'm home. Ryza, where have you been? You skipped out on your chores again. Sorry. I ditch work, run off, get yelled at. Always the same thing. I want to escape this ordinary life. But if the island sinks, that ordinary life will disappear. What's the matter, Ryza? You don't look so good. Are you sick? No, I'm fine. Ryza, come here. Let me take a look. Oh, is a parent in an Atelier game actually going to be a fucking parent? It's nice and fresh. And a mix of this? Okay, done. Oh, you must be starving. Here, eat up. Oh, thank you. It's so tasty. Oh, your food is always the best, Mum. That's more like it. It's not like you to act so down. Down? She's right. You're the type that cheerfully runs off while your mother yells at you. Not that you always need to do that, either. Here, finish your food. Okay, thanks. The island sinks. Never have this home again. Mum, Dad, the farm, the entire village. I'm not gonna let that happen. Did you say something, Ryza? Sure did. Mum, Dad, thank you. I'm feeling a lot better. Hope that means you have enough energy to help around the house. What'd you say, Ryza? I'll try. Just like, oh, I guess. Fucking god damn it. Oh, hey Len. Yo. Huh? You're in a surprisingly good mood. Yeah, well, finally managed to beat my dad. It's a good sign right before our final battle. Is it? Those from happiness away from danger. I know, it was just the way they got about it made them annoying. It's like Ryza would literally do anything, entertain anything, or try anything, and Mio would be on her case all the time. But it's like, yeah, I'd stand by the point. It's like, I still stand by it, and I'm going to stick by it, that the majority of the parents in Atelier games are kinda crap. They're kinda bad parents. Like, Lent's father is straight up abusive. Fierce's parents pushed the goalpost back every single time she did what they asked just to stop her from doing the one thing she wanted. Lydian Suli's father, I mean, yeah, it makes sense later on, and he's a lot better than I give him credit for, but it doesn't change the fact that he's a complete lazy shit who's always out for himself and literally stealing his own kids' money to pay for things at the start of the game. Like, there's, like, most parents in the Atelier games are kind of like, Christ. Like, do the writers have, like, something they're trying to tell us? Like, do the writers have a problem they need to work out? Oh, that's too. He's always looking at my family and I. Yeah, I hear ya. Anyway, Lent managed to finally win a fight against his old man. It's a good sign right before our final battle. Really? I thought your dad was as strong as any of the Guardians. I don't know about that. I feel like Agatha's got to be way stronger than him. I guess you know better than me, so how did it happen? Well, he just hit me out of nowhere like usual, but I showed him it didn't hurt, and he backed right down. And it really didn't hurt at all. Like, all along, it was my own fault that then pushed me around. You mean you had a change in perspective or something? Are they secretly saying they're fatherless? Something like that. Afterward, I asked why you were so distant all these years. That might know. Okay if I ask what he said? Sure. He said his son was done with his rebellious phase and was about to become independent. He was afraid of you becoming independent? I guess he's as much a parent as anyone then. He is like... Oh, he was afraid of you growing and getting older, and so he decided to show it by... assaulting you? Regularly? Len, I appreciate you're getting a good message out of this, but come on. Anyway, I don't care what he thinks. When this is all over, I'm just gonna what? Nah, forget it. Maybe I'll tell you later. Oh, I think I know what Len's gonna say. Because I think there's gonna be something that Ryza 2 is gonna start touching on as well. Because it seemed like... If the Mysterious games like tried to make out their main theme was mystery, but in reality their main theme was grief, then this genre, like this saga, sorry, is a similar deal, but replace the former with secret and the latter with growth. The main background theme, at least for this game, is growth. Every character is growing older, and what's a main part of growth? Leaving home. So I think that's what it's implying with Len. I think Len's thing is that after this is said and done, he's going to start packing his things and getting ready to leave home to like go solo for a bit. I imagine it's going to be similar with Len. It might be similar with Claudia because of the caravan. It might be similar with Ryza. So different themes entirely. Well, we'll get to that when we get to that. But at least for now, that's the impression I've got. That Ryza 1, same how the Mysterious game had like a main theme and a more subtle, but it was their theme. This one, its main theme is the secrets. You know, like the secrets, not just the secret hideout, but like the secrets of the underworld, the secrets of the kingdom, the secrets of, you know, the wars that happened before with the Felucia and all that. But then it has the background theme of them, you know, all growing, all of them coming of age. Whether it be main character, you know, with Ryza, Lent, and Tao and Claudia, or side with Boss. I wish I could include Lumber and that he had actually grown and be a decent human being, but I don't think he's ever gonna. Oh, wow. I don't see you two together very often. Oh, hey, Ryza. I've been taking notes on how the island works. I figured Boss can put them to use. Oh, I see. But even with his notes, are you sure you can handle it, Boss? Not straight away, probably. And I like that he's got... I like that Boss has got, oh, there's a word. It's on the tip of my tongue. He's like... As soon as I've got to explain it, you'll know what it is. He's prepared to admit fault again. He's been humbled. He's got some humbleness in him again now. He's not just immediately, oh, I can handle anything because I'm Boss. I can do it all. I represent the Brunnen family. I am the heir. I am indestructible. You are a foolish child. You can do nothing. He's now like, maybe I might figure it out immediately, but give me some time and I'll see what I can do. Like, you know, he's being a bit more... Let me regress emotionally into. Well, I'll get to that when I get to that. It feels weird having you be so serious. Of course I don't get any of it, so I shouldn't talk. It's a good thing I spent so many years studying as hard as I could. Of course, I wasn't able to actually learn anything useful till Empel came here. So you weren't just... You haven't just been learning this stuff to try and show off? No way. Everything I've done has meaning now. It's let me help everyone on the island. So I guess I don't have anything else to say. I see. I feel like we're finally back to how things were before. Probably learning the pride of nobles. Yeah, he's also learning the responsibility of them. It's one thing to be, I am this from this family, I am from this heritage, I am this kind of person, yada yada. And it's a whole other thing, actually taking up the mantle of all those things. I said it before, but the mantle of responsibility. Yeah, nobility. Yeah, he's learning nobility as a philosophy. I heard you were going to attack the Felucia where they live. It's really the only option we have. Yeah, looks that way. So listen, after we go in, just in case, I'd like you to convince your dad to block off the road for a few days. Alright, I promise, but Ryza, what is it? I understand you can't tell everyone, but why don't you bring more people with you who know the truth? Thank you, but I can't. And it's not because I don't think you can't handle it, trust me. And why not? Because I just can't bear the thought of there being nobody left who knows what happened. This all sounds really ominous, you know. You sound like you don't plan on coming back. I'd be lying if I said this wasn't incredibly dangerous, but there's no other path to take. No matter how dangerous it is, no matter how scared I am, I have to do this. You know, that day you fell in the lake, huh? I didn't help pull you out with the others, because I knew Agatha was watching from behind. Huh? That's why I ran off. I knew she was there, and I thought that was the best thing to do. Before I found her, I was terrified, but I ran as fast as I could, and that's how I helped save you. So you run at full speed, no matter how scared you are, and I'll stay behind and wait for your help. Why didn't you tell us about this earlier? My father asked Agatha to keep an eye on me, to make sure I don't do anything too dangerous. I knew, of course, that it was humiliating, so I never told anyone. What the heck? Jeez. I guess we were all stubborn in our own ways. Thank you, boss. You might lose pitifully, you know, but I'm kind, so I'll forgive you, as long as you come back in one piece. Oh, he cares. It's like, look, even if it goes wrong, just live. It's like even if you have to run for your life, just live, just come back. You know, like, he actually cares, bless him. They don't just have superior personal ability, they also require to fulfill the exalted level of responsibility, yeah. And that's what Boss is finally coming to terms with. Sorry, buddy, I'm gonna defeat this dumb queen and come home to a victory parade. So, see you soon. Yeah, see you soon. Oh, you're growing on me, boss. You're growing on me, kid. He cares a lot more than he's prepared to admit, but he does care. Next game, dude. That's the thing, is like, I just need to see where he goes in his life beyond this for a bit. Because, like, he's getting there, but he's not quite there. I still have some gripes with him. But I'd rather it be a slow burner. I think it'd be more satisfying if I like him at the end of Ryza 3 than if I like him at the end of Ryza 1. You know? I think it'd be more satisfying to see more of his journey to get to that point, instead of just jumping straight there and having 2 more games. I mean, it features much in 2, and that's okay. He's a main playable character in 3, so even if we don't see him that much in 2, we'll get more of him in 3. That's been confirmed. Which I said before is crazy to me. 11 playable characters in Ryza 3, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. It's turning into like Sophie 1 again, but it's just like everyone's a party member. But I get it, it's open world, and it's like the end of the Secret Saga, or that's how they're handling it, so they want to make it more expansive and whatnot. I just hope they at least incorporate Sophie 2's system, so we can have, like, technically 6 party members. I know it will still be more action-y than JRPG, it'll be more on, like, time and turn counts than it will be actual turns. But if they can make it so you can, like, double up and include more members in the fight again, that would be nice, if they can find a way to do that. Maybe it's something to do with the key system, because we know that the key system is an entirely, like, new mechanic stacked on top of everything else, that you can summon keys as you find them, and they do huge differences, like, radically change the whole style of the fight, and, like, what bonuses and extras you can get. And then additionally, you can also use them to, like, make artificial platforms or remove certain walls and restrictions from the map as you explore. So depending on what keys you find first affects what other areas you can go in different ways. And what secrets you can find. Like, there might be a mine that requires a flame key to open, and the flame key might be like the opposite corner of the map. So you could go there straight away, or you could go elsewhere. That's the sort of shit I'm excited for Ryza 3 when it eventually comes out. Ryza, I want to do everything I can to help. Will you stand by me and lend me your courage? Of course. I'm happy to help however I can, but I'm surprised you haven't realized already. I've never had to lend you my courage. You found that all on your own. I'm sure you'll be fine. Ryza, okay, I'll do my best. What are you two up to? Claudia, is that? Father, I'm sorry I hid this from you. The reason I kept leaving the caravan was to practice. What? When we first started traveling, you always looked so sad whenever I'd play my flute. Was it that obvious? But I kept on practicing so that one day I'd be good enough to make you happy again. But the time went on and I kept my secret. I couldn't find the courage to come to you. Claudia, you can do it. Then I met Ryza and the others. They listened to me and they taught me I could use my music to comfort. I still want to find a way to make you smile again, so... I understand, my love. Please, let me hear you play. Where'd that piano come from? Just Ryza in the corner, just tapping away at the piano all of a sudden to help Claudia. Hey, how is she still playing? She took a mouth off it. Anyway. Whenever I returned home, I always recalled that day you performed for me and your mother. When you decided to travel with me, I was reminded of it every time you played for me again. But I didn't understand. I thought you were telling me you wanted to return home, to your mother. Our travels have brought me so much joy, beautiful scenery, delicious food, exciting experiences, and friends. I do miss Mother, but I'm also your daughter, and I love traveling with you. We'll go see her again, and you can perform for us. She'll be overjoyed to see how you've improved. I'd like that. So happy for you, Claudia. Maybe one day we'll actually get to meet Claudia's mother. Oh, whilst we're here, hey, have you got anything good to sell? Moon magic buying. Rage of Gaia, gimme. And the rest are just the generics. Okay, let's just buy them. Did he just sell me a fourth bottle? I think he did. You know, I didn't expect much. I saw that code, I was like, maybe. Was that everywhere? Home, Raisin. We've been to Boden. Valence. Yeah, okay, so back to the Atelier. Oh, did the water actually get out? Hey, we did. So, did we actually, when we fix the water, did that actually leave? Ryza's alchemy really is something else. My fingers have all the sensation they did before the accident. And what about the pain? All gone? Yes, completely. I have a feeling the Ravaging Queen isn't going to know what hit her. I see. So you'd say it's completely healed then? Yeah, well, yes. Why do you ask? Empel, have the Oren... Have my people placed an undue burden on you? Of course not. Lila showing doubts? What? She never doubts herself. She's actually... Oh, of course not. Are you sure? Yes. I was betrayed. I believed in nothing until I met you. You gave me new purpose as an alchemist. This fight is just one of many more to come. As long as you're by my side, I plan to carry on. I see. Very well then. And they wondered why Romy said Lila, let me try it again. Why Romy told Lila, how's their partner? How's your husband? Because they act like a married couple. I'm back. Me too. We've done everything we need to for now. Yup. We're 100% ready. What about you two? Indeed. We've just finished our preparations. Which means it's time to head to the gate. The hidden cove, right? If this is, like, heading to the final boss, I'm picking a costume. Lunar Lamp and Eternal Fear. We'll do one more alchemy check to see what we can make. But then I'm picking a costume instead of doing the rotation to see what I want.
どこに何を入れるのがいいかな。いいものできそうな予感。何を入れるのがいいかな。
No. I was like, yeah, thanks for putting that there, game, but no. I have no need for it. So what is this? Fire damage increases with tactics level and does stun. And this is delay, turn delay. Ooh. Oh, whoops. Lava glare. It's like with lava doing more non-elemental damage and large fire damage. Ooh. Oh, what can we make out of the Thorny Embrace? Oh, the most terrifying sounding thing. Oh, let's make the Bloodlust tablets. We're gonna turn Ryza into a vampire. Oh, we can't make it. We need more. Never got that. That Fred. That's kitted out as much as we care. Kitted out as much as we care. Whoops. Just seeing what I can do here. What is this? Spironite. Oh, so that's stuck there. Also, is there another cutscene for picking up a fourth bottle? Let's check. Of course there is. Another gathering bottle! What kind of world will this one become? What's wrong? I'm just wondering why this region has so many. It's not normal, to say the least. Maybe whoever made them was from around here. Or maybe they needed a lot of them for some reason. Well, that is certainly a possible explanation, but still, what reason could they have been? You have any idea? No. I do have some knowledge of ancient alchemy, but I'm no historian. Anyway, thinking about it won't change the present. Better just make the use of it. Right, costume choice. So, of them all, we got Default, Claudia's biggest fan, Coatless, Chemical Romance, A slight alt variant. Cute. No. We sold 1 million units. Oh. And between this, this, and this. Because I like coatless, I genuinely do. I mean, I should just go as default, really, to make it canonical, but I could just go in like this. Oh, that's a super flowy skirt, look at that. Of course they put physics. Of course they put physics into the DLC costume. I've decided on coatless. What about you? Jeez. Oh, come on, I really want to keep her in that. Nah. Ryza's the only one I want to mess with costumes with, really. We'll just go coatless. Is there an objective just saying when you're ready, go to the underworld? Yep, okay, I'm going to save again and then we'll head off to potentially the final boss. We might actually finish Ryza this stream. Which that happens, as I said in my schedule, that means we'll be starting Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. If you then finish Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, I don't fucking know. I'll figure that out. The only reason I'm not starting Ryza 2 is because I don't want to do like 1 or 2 streams in it and then take a week off. Because, you know, I'm taking that week off starting like the 22nd and whatnot. I don't, you know, like I want to be able to start it and just keep moving with it. They've neglected to set up a rear guard. Perhaps they haven't noticed we defeated their Sky Reader. They don't really care about their own kind, huh? Of course, they're monsters, so... In the Felucia Swarm, each creature's value is determined by the role they serve, nothing more. Right, they're just gears in a machine. So they don't feel anything if one dies, they're like ants or bees. An apt comparison, which is exactly how we're going to beat them, by destroying their core. Yeah, kill the queen bee and the rest of the hive will start to disperse. Core? You mean the ravaging queen? We all understand our ultimate goal, yes? And let's go. Back into the underworld. I hope we can all look up into the sky again together someday. Yeah, me too. The sky during a drought is pretty awful, especially the big burning sun. But rain or shine, this is the sky of our world. Alright, I've burned this moment into my memory. Now let's attack. The Felucia are likely to be waiting right on the other side of the gate. Be prepared. Yeah, got it. Okay, let's go. Head into the underworld. Okay, here we... Ah! They're right here! Oh no, they look really strong. It's a swarm general. They're especially powerful, so be careful. I've been waiting for this. What are you, Akihiko? I've been waiting for this. Do you think we can handle this one, Empor? We have no choice. The scouts and Sky Readers are active. We need to cut a path to the Queen. Then there's something left to think about. Okay, everyone, let's do this. Literally like Akihiko from Persona 3. I've been waiting for this! You see that, Shinji? Sorry. Alright, we know the drill. Hammer the bitch. Yep. Yep. And the thing is, I haven't even fully upgraded my hammer. There's still more upgrades I can put on the thing. Oh, I need to get more AP yet. There we go. If we can leave and re-enter as we see fit, before the final boss, I'll go see if I can upgrade it more. So I think there was one more stage of upgrade we need to do. Beast shells, finally! We needed some of them. Ugh, that was tough, but we did it. Defeating a general disrupts the smaller units nearby. This will certainly delay their invasion. So even one victory has some meaning at least. Correct, but the fact that there was a general so close means they're nearly ready to begin. Then we don't have any time to waste. Emperor, where's next? First, we should connect back up with Kilo. I want to gather more information and make sure she's safe. Kilo, yeah, I hope she's okay. Yeah, but yeah, let's not hurt Boss. Because Boss actually cared about her. Let's not hurt Boss and like suddenly like not like, oh no, Kilo died, sorry. You'd be like, what? No. Oh, these enemies aren't any stronger than the last time he was here. Oh, okay, I'm not going to bother with most of these guys then, never mind. I suppose I should ask, just because, you know, outside of Sophie 2, there's been... Oh, new item. There's been alternate endings in every Atelier game we've played. Are there alternate endings I should be wary of and things I should be doing before we go into the final boss in this game? Because like in Sophie 1, like you had to make a specific item so that Plachta would challenge Ryza to get Sophie to get better at alchemy. In Theoris, outside of the exam, like every single side character has their own ending. And in Liddy and Suli, there's like 5 different endings depending on various factors. Jesus, right. I need to stop using the axe. I need to stop using the axe. I'm going to fill up my inventory before we get anywhere. I don't need to boost your stats, this fight's over. So can I actually warp here now? Yay! I was like, this is actually free access now, I can actually run around. Oh, whoops. I got too close, I went to swing at you. It's okay, we can just bomb this pain. Alright, is Kilo up here by the camp still? Maybe not, there's no fire. Oh, no, there is. Or did we... Hey, there she is. Okay, we're good, we're good. Aw, she's smiling. It's like we're back with a plan. I can't remember what voice I gave her. I'm glad to see you made it. I sensed the impending invasion, so I thought you might drop by again. Thank goodness you're safe. That means the sanctuary hasn't been invaded just yet. I expect the Queen will want to make a straight shot for the gate, and we're out of their direct path. Actually, it's been rather quiet since the main swarm have been preparing for the invasion. So there must be tons of Felucia gathered outside her castle, huh? I don't want to think about that, that just sounds creepy. At any rate, let me explain what's been going on with us. We learned a lot about the Clint Kingdom. They're kind of weird, but they retreated to an island and we're still trying to save that island, and that's where Boss is. Boss was sad because the water source of his family heirloom was stolen from here, and he actually cares about you and feels like shame by extension of his forefathers for stealing from you guys, so he's trying to correct it. We had to stop him. It was a whole thing, but we eventually came to the conclusion that the queen needs to die, so here we are. Does that sum it up for you, Kilo?
I see. So the artifact dwells within your home. Was Boss saddened to learn the truth?
Oh, we cried and moaned. Actually, he wanted to destroy it. I had no choice but to stop him. I'm sorry.
I'm just glad we know where it is, and I'm happy he felt such anger in our honor. But I must admit, I'm surprised you decided that attacking the queen herself was your best option. Wow, it must be really reckless. Even Kilo didn't expect us to try it.
I guess, but it's not like we can turn back now.
I know it's kind of selfish, but we really will do whatever it takes to save our world from this.
We need to learn as much about the queen's castle as we can before we try to attack her.
You really are serious then? Very well. I respect your courage and fighting spirit. How can I help?
You still have your own battle to fight. You need to protect the sanctuary. We can't drag you into this.
Then I'll stay here and pray for your safety. We've suffered enough at the hands of the Clint Kingdom. I've sealed off the path so that this area is safe. If you keep going from here, you'll reach the Queen's castle.
Both times we've got here, we've been warped out because we get taken all the way here. So we don't get to explore any of this to see if there's a landmark we've missed.
This place used to be so beautiful.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to backtrack to see if we can find a landmark. Oh, it's just here, right. Because the map was like this a minute ago. It is actually... Never mind, I take that back. So is it going to be like Underworld, then Underworld Castle, like the last two areas? Assuming they're not treated as one area, they might be. And this is the making sure you've actually made a bomb rod. Alright, and now her home's not safe. And just like that, suddenly the sanctuary's not safe. Ooh. The Lost Orange City. The Symbiosis Monument. Oh, I said it the last time he was in the Underworld, but hot damn, I love this track. I'm biased because the piano is my favourite instrument and the violin is my second favourite. And this track, just when the piano kicks in, it's just like, oh. And I imagine the stuff we can pick up here, because it's, you know, later will be better quality now. Yeah. Well, they were good quality anyway, but they're better. And I bet the enemies are actually going to be slightly stronger now as well. Yeah. We weren't level 40 last time we were here. Lower the enemy stats? Oh, I can do that. I can do more. Hammer still equals death for them, though. Oh, we're almost death. Okay. We need. Oh, what do you mean it didn't one-shot them? I guess we need to upgrade it. I guess we just need to make it better. It's not one-shotting them anymore. Where is it? Oh, 72. Nearly. Can we get it to 72? Hang on. I'm not using the 999 flowers. No, stop putting all the 999 stuff in front of me. Game. What's the new recipe we can make with this? Oof, the other earrings. I think that's been there for a while. God, quality 910. Oh, that's absolutely been there for a while. Where's the recipe? Is it down over here? No, it's there. Okay. Oh no, I shouldn't use the gold terrans. We're gonna need it. I should use that. We're gonna need it for the thing. We could put using Atelier Chan right now. Oof. It's alright, I'm just trying to see if I can boost my alchemy level high enough to make my one-shot hammer even stronger, because I need alchemy level 72 to boost it, at least. Based on turns taken. Ooh. Oh my goodness, that danced around. What the fuck? That dance? What? Let's put it down. Well, I guess it makes sense. Yeah, effect spread, 999 quality. Of course it was going to jump around like that. Jesus Christ. Let's just do that instead. I was like, do I have a blue 5 that isn't my 999? Alright, I'll make that for now, and then I will make the thing and further charge it there. Let's go Trident. Attack and stun, sure. Oh, whoops. There was no blue on that. Coffee service. Ugh. Where to hear that, dude? Hey, so I think there's a couple of things I could make that bump up to S. Alright, where is that waypoint? Okay, good. I was gonna say, please tell me I actually have another 5. I need a Goldatron. I know that's not what it's called. It's Goldatarian. But it's just like, I'm not saying that every single time. It's Goldatron as far as I care.
どこに何を入れるのがいいかな。うわ、いい感じさ。何を入れよう。
I could. I could. I could dump the quality 999 there. No, I'm not gonna. I was gonna try and make it super high quality.
何を入れるのがいいかな。何を入れるのがいいかな。うわ、いい感じさ。何さ、何を入れよう。いいものできそうな予感。
Saying that, how much would it boost if I did? Okay, just get 4 use out of it. It doesn't make the synth better. That's the crown, isn't it? Yeah. So we'll go this way. Oh, I won't be able to make it anyway.
どれがいいかな。これでいい。うまくいくかな。悪くないんじゃないかな。なんか上達してきた気がする。どれを強化しようかな。
Hang on, before we actually get too carried away with this.
どのよーし、
No.
強化するぞ。
God, attack and defense charge 29, attack and speed charge 29, attack charge 27. I think that's the biggest thing stopping, like, this weapon from, like, actually being the masterclass it deserves to be. Because of those charges. Those charges are, like, making it less than it should be. Let's go for it anyway.
どれを強化しようかな。さあ、何を入れよう。さあ、何を入れよう。うわ、いいか。さあ、何を入れよう。いいものできそう。さあ、何を入れよう。うわ。
Jesus, look at that dance around. Okay, that was worth doing. that danced away.
とりあえずなんか入れちゃうか。さあ、何を入れよう。
That level jump up though. I'll use this. We'll come back to it.
いいものできそう。何を入れるのがいいかな。
Actually, no. It might actually be in my best interest to use it. Now I think about it.
何を入れるのがいいかな。いいものできそうな予感。何を入れるのがいいかな。
What's these roles? Support. Oh, I'm not interested.
さあ、何を入れよう。
And what were these two? Support. Oh, for God's sake! Never mind then.
いいものできそうだ。
I'm not trying to make her a supporter. I'm trying to make her a warrior.
いいものできそうな予感。どれにしようかな。これでいいかな。
Yeah, I still think that's nowhere near close to what we had, or to what she's got, because of the charges being so astronomical.
こんな感じかな。
Right? If I check. Yeah. The charges we've got are way too good, so we're sticking with this for now. Oh well.
どれを
I wonder how many gems we'll get out of it. Only 5k? Ugh. Ugh.
いっそ全部。
Nah, I won't bother. I'll keep it around because I might be able to upgrade better stuff into it later. Things that could do with an upgrade though.
何を入れよう。
Where's the recipe? It's down here. Are you really that far behind? Oh. Oh, I am so. Oh, I am sorry. I didn't realize I'd let Claudia's weaponry fall that far behind. No wonder she's like her stats are shit. Oh, jeez. I didn't realize. Oh, whoops. Let me correct that.
何を入れるのがいいかな。うわ、いい感じかも。何を入れるのがいいかな。
He was like, are you sure you're ready for whatever comes next? I was like, yeah, I'm ready. And dive straight in, but one of us isn't. I haven't let her be, that's why.
何を入れるのがいいかな。うわ、いい感じかも。さあ、何を入れよう。いいものできそうな予感。さあ、何を入れよう。何を入れるのがいいかな。
I could add anything and at least go this way.
何を入れよう。うわ、いい感じか。どれがいいかな。
I need to make more of these as well to make sure that, like, we're completely fine. Oh, okay, we don't have any... Let's just defense. Now we'll just go this way. Increases item crit rate up to 100%. Yes. Yes, that can absolutely go into Claudia's weapon. She can absolutely have a bit of damage. Anyway, back to weapon making. Fuck. Okay, we can make them. We're fine. We're fine. Oh, we've never made this? You know what, I'm just going to quickly make this because it's another level. It's getting us closer to 72, so we can make our tool of destruction better. Oh, I'm back again. Must be down in the corner. Actually, no, because it'll get overridden with whatever weapon we make next. No, never mind. I was about to say... Support level, however, yes, that will stack up, so I think that carries. And then, Ethereal Tone. What's solo? Increases state element resistance and reduced damage take. Just straight defense. Got it. And these are all supports as well. Offense. Oh, what? It's gonna make her a murderer. We have to, because it's in the way. And that would jump along like a psychopath anyway, so we're fine.
何を入れよう。さあ何を入れよう。うわ、いい感じかも。
Yeah, insufficient materials, we got it anyway.
何を入れるのがいいかな。さあ何を入れよう。新しいものができちゃいそう。
Oh, no, we're not done yet. So what's this one? Reduce wait time, chance for additional AP gain from normal attacks.
何を入れるのがいいかな。いいものできそう。
Oh, we can't do it anyway, so we don't have a gemstone. Okay, so solo,
何を入れるのがいいかな。
solo is what we're on.
いいものできそうな予感。何を入れるのがいいかな。
So we need something that will jump across if we want to fill that up. So to be fair, will this jump?
いいものできそうな予感。
Oh, it sure as hell did. Haha! Aha!
何を入れるのがいいか。何を入れるのがいいかな。
I'll think about it.
とりあえず
So it's like, do I want solo more? Or do I want to try this? That's the $1 million question.
なんか入れちゃうか。さあ何を入れよう。何を入れるのがいいかな。いいものできそうな予感。何を入れるのがいいかな。何を入れるのがいいかな。さあ何を入れよう。
Is there anything else that required a gold or whatever? That's just any ingot.
何を入れるのがいいかな。いいものできそうな予感。何を入れるのがいいかな。うわ、いい感じかも。何を入れるのがいいかな。いいものできそう。何を入れるのがいいかな。いいものできそうな予感。何を入れるのがいいかな。うわ、いい感じ。何を入れるのがいいかな。
Ah, and there's the line anyway.
さあ何を入れよう。何を入れるのがいいかな。さあ何を入れよう。いいものできそうな予感。
You better be happy with your new weapon when you get it, lady.
うわ、いい感じかも。何を入れるのがいいかな。どれがいいかな。
Alright. Ah, no, I'll keep all.
これでどうだ。
Oh god damn, Claudia. Enjoy your new war tool.
悪くないかな。
Hang on, I need to equip this. Damn, look at that stat jump. It's almost like I forgot to get a new weapon for her, and it's been like 4 streams since the last time I probably made her a new weapon. 198, 217, 184, 242 speed, 41 equip quality. Yeah, enjoy your new friend.
よーし強化するぞ。どこに入れようかな。何を入れるのがいいかな。
Oh, we're gonna need more than 72 anyway. Because we need a green 4 and we don't have a green 4.
なんか入れちゃうか。
I might be able to make a Chromaria.
何作っちゃおうかな。どこ
Or
に
value 4.
何を入れよう。
We've made one of value 4, never mind.
何を入れ。さあ何を入れよう。いいものできそうだ。さあ何を入れよう。何を入れるのがいいかな。うわ、
We don't have a blue 6. I'm not using the twigs. Where would they even go? There's nothing green here. It would be a complete waste. Alright, now we made some of them. Let's find out how expensive they are. 73, because I made them even better. Ugh. What's alchemic talent? Crit rate when using items. Oh, because that's clearly something I need of how powerful my shit is already. What can I make out of you? Other than the brooch. Oh, some lumber, but we need some composite plates and we can't make that. What about gunpowder base? Blue flame ember, sure. For me, the biggest giveaway when you're at endgame isn't your level, it's your alchemy level. So the fact our alchemy level's this high, it's like, okay, yeah, we're nearly there. Because it does, it feels like your actual battle level is not the most significant thing in the world in any Atelier game. Like, it can help, but it's never like the top of the priority list. There's nothing else that's green, it'd be a waste to use this sapling. If there's other things that are green that it can leap over to, then maybe you can convince me, game. Oh, speaking of things leaping, I should actually, so I know we can't proceed with Ryza's currently equipped weapon. No, we absolutely can't. Never mind. That's like I said, but is there something else we could tack on that could then leap? But no, we need to at least get to there to be able to make anything start leaping across. Oh well, had to check. Oh! Claudia, I didn't realize that there was some armor we could upgrade for you. What's Rise Above do? Wait, where's Effect 1? There we go. Boost stuff when you're close to death. Where would that even leap? Nowhere, so what was the point? Effect 2's HP boost, so yeah, sure. I notice I'm pretty much just wasting time at this point, but if I can get to alchemy level 73 and then make the hammer god tier, we can probably go straight in and burn up everything. Like, this is like final check, basically. Just making sure we're on top of just enough everything else.
いいものできそうなどれがいいかな。これでとうまくいくかな。悪くないんじゃないかな。どこに入れようかな。さあ何を入れよう。いいものできそうな。
This is an equipment, this is good to buff. Oh, never mind. We're like on the we're on the level. Yeah, we weren't getting much of that. We only added one thing. I didn't realize we were on it that much. I think most of the equipment we have we found, not made. Yeah. So there's not much we can make.
どこに入れようかな。何を入れるのがいいかな。何を入れるのがいいかな。何を入れるのがいい。さあ何を入れよう。さあ何を入れよう。うわ、いいか。どれにしようかな。これさあどうだ。
That's gonna get us like a, what, another 3?
こんな感じかな。
Yep.
何作っちゃおうかな。何を入れるのがいいかな。いいものできそうなよ。さあ何を入れよう。うわ、いい感じかも。
Oh, did I just make the... I didn't actually make the base item. I just took the recipe immediately. Whoops.
できそう。何を入れるのがいいかな。
If I made that, where would it jump?
さあ何を入れよう。うわ、いい感じかも。さあ何を入れよう。さあ
Let's see how... It doesn't even reach it. Okay, never mind. Oh, whoops.
さあ何を入れよう。うわ、いい感じか。何を入れるのがいいかな。うわ、いい感じか。さあ何を入れよう。いいもの。
What's effect for... Oh, poison.
何を
Ooh.
入れよう。いいものできそうなよ。さあ何を入れよう。うわ、いい感じか。さあ何を入れよう。いいものできそうなよ。何を入れるのがいいかな。いいものでどれがいいかな。これでうまくいくかな。悪くないんじゃないかな。
Oh, come on. One more, like, new item will be there, I think. Oh, these are the weapons along the way. Right, right.
どこにしよう。
Oh, rose
何を
bomb.
入れるのがいいかな。うわ、いい感じ。さあ何を入れよう。うわ、いい感じか。さあ何を入れよう。いいものできそう。さあ何を入れよう。いいものできそう。何を入れるのがいいかな。
Oh, and we need the gunpowder base to do it. Oh.
どれにし。これでとうまくいくかな。できた。バッチリ。
Alright, nice. it's time. It's time.
よーし。
Where is the Hammer of Dawn?
どこにしよう。何を入れるのがいいかな。
Colossal Hammer. And I think that makes it so it hits everything now, right? Yep. So all that mass damage, all that pure insanity that this thing invokes, now will, like... with more targets, and multiburst will actually be better now.
これでいいかな。
Now this thing is just a, like, this is our run clearer. Let's save our war machine before it gets confiscated. We made the hammer equivalent of that nuke Lydian Suli's dad made. Alright, now we're effectively geared up for war. Let's get back in. Anyway, so this area is linear, so hopefully we'll find all the landmarks along the way, except for here, where we have to detour to get a chest.
一気にやっちゃおう。はっはっ行くよ。それそこだそこだ。それ行くよ。ライザやってみろ。みんな一緒に決めるよ。
Alright, let's find out what happens. Oh, okay, it does more damage to who it hits first. So if you still have to actually consider who you're aiming for a little bit, but yeah, that's still more damage. Or actually, was it just because we already attacked that guy quite a bit, and he actually... Oh, whoops, I bumped the mic. Yeah, so there's a chance it actually had nothing to do with it. I think that maybe it did hit both of them the same. It was just because one of them we'd already beat up a fair bit. Clearly the only way to find out is to just immediately use one. No, it does do slightly less on surrounding targets compared to the one you hit. Oh, they resist. Oh, never mind. I was like, oh, they resist it. Didn't matter. Didn't matter. Damn. Sorry, they're gonna get bombed anyway. Even if they do resist it, just... Oh, it's been a while since I felt this powerful in an Atelier game. I always felt kind of balanced in Sophie, so the last time I felt this kind of just unstoppable was Lily and Suli with Battle Mix. Oh, I thought that thing was going to keep chasing. And we don't even need Battle Mix for this. We've got unlimited uses, technically, is because we don't run out of the item, we just run out of charges. Which can be restored for free by just doing this. And because, you know, Tao's holding something, he's our conversion bitch. He's just like, hey, yeah, hold these so we can take them from you. God, I love this theme. Oh, is this a landmark? No? Is this not landmark worthy? Is this not something that you would mark on a map as something to remember when you're trying to find your way back? No? No? Alright, game. Once again, I said it at the start of the stream, it bears repeating. It's one of the few gripes I actually have with this game, is that the landmarks don't always make sense. And the reason why I make that point is because in Sophie 2, they pretty much did. There's only like one or two that was a little bit like, oh, okay, whilst in this one, you see a bunch of crazy things, and then the game just goes, that's not a landmark. Then you find one tree that's a different colour from the other, and the game's like, oh, there it is, there's your landmark. You're like, what? Realistically, the thing you're going to remember to find your way back isn't going to necessarily be a tree with an extra branch, you know? It's going to be... Well, unless there's nothing else, it's going to be the giant crystal cavern next to it. I don't need to boost your stats, Lila. this fight's not going to last that long. Wrong button again. Case in point, so this gate's a landmark. I mean, yes, the gate makes sense as something you would mark, but do you mean to tell me it makes more sense to mark that over this as something that to look out for? Alright. Black gate. Oh, so we technically on like the castle grounds, but like the pre-grounds now. Now we've passed the gate. Oh. Oh, these demoted to normal enemy, huh, guys? Forbidden workshop. Ooh. Ah, jeez. I feel almost so sorry for you. You guys, these were like the first proper bosses of the game, weren't they? They've been demoted already. How good are those Goldarans? Dead on 100. Oh, and they have different properties on them. Oh, okay. You got the Castlevania werewolf treatment. You got demoted to regular enemy. How's our basket size looking actually? 80. Oh, so we got plenty of room to play yet. After Liddy and Suli, it's been like a consistent inherent paranoia that we don't have enough inventory space. After that one, you like take 2 steps and your bag's full. It's like you have to understand. It's been installed into me. Oh, I did hit this guy. Oh, it's a different version. The last one was like Shadow Thing. This is Cluster Beetle. Just want to take a check over here. Then when we advance to the next screen, I'll like bank in what we've got. Okay, no, that's everything. This is just the shorter, more standard route. Oh, a rest spot. It seems to be running out of life. Oh, wow, that's a sight. Oh, shit. Nabbed a screenshot of that. That's like wallpaper worthy. Oh, wow. So this is the Queen's Castle. So creepy. Like Felucia could pop out from every corner. It's not funny. Just now realising what I got myself into. Me too. This is the reality we have to face. Almost makes you wonder what could drive us to do something like this. Did you forget? We're here to protect our ordinary lives. We take it for granted, but it's so important.
Which is why we're doing this in secret. If father knew I was here, he would die of worry. Die? More like he'd come kill us. He'd probably be even scarier than the queen. Yeah, you might be right about that. I'm glad you're all relaxed a bit, but don't forget how serious this is. We can't stay hidden the whole time, but try to avoid battle as much as we can. Yeah, good idea. Okay, everyone, let's go. God, there's mini boss there, rest, 2 mini bosses there, another one there. And somewhere within this is another landmark, which might, pretty fair, might just be the actual throne over there. Alright, let's go turn in what we got. Are we not going to storm the castle? I was getting the impression we was going to storm a castle, but that looks kind of like a little final in of itself. Or unless it's like all in ruins, so this is the castle. Oh jeez, you know what I just realized? If we're right at the very end of this game, I need to go back to my Gust tier list and figure out where I put this. Oh no. That's just gonna get harder and harder the more Gust games I play. I have a good idea where I'll put it now I think about it, but we'll wait until we get there. And it'll be interesting as well after we get to this, because when we go to Ryza 2, it will be the first Gust game that I covered that has an inherent PlayStation 5 version. And isn't just the PS4 getting upscaled by the PS5 hardware. So I'm curious to see like maybe little things that might be different as a result. Basically, I'm saying I want to see this, like, if it gets rid of loading. Or if they play it safe and still allow a little bit of loading here and there. Okay, there's nothing over here, just more things. Oh, you're a different colour than the ones we fought. I think you're different. Yeah, Shadow Eater. How spooky. Still dies the same. The only drawback of my Doom Hammer is the fact that Ryza's turn gets put on hold for like nearly ever. Nice. It was a unique enemy. Alright. Damn it, I was trying to get to the one that was actually unique. I was trying to get to the mini-boss and he... Alright, Shadow Commander. Since you think you're so special, how's the hammer? When we get to Ryza 2, I'm going to be on the lookout. I'm going to be on the lookout for the Genesis hammer. It's my new breezy aroma / nectar of life. It's just the thing I look out for when we start a new Atelier game. I say that neither of those things are technically present in this. Well, if they are, they're under different names. But we haven't really needed them. I imagine for the super bosses and whatnot you will, but for this, like, we really don't need to heal that much. Because they usually keep on top of the fights quite well. Damn, got too close. Alright, let's see what this mini-boss variant's like. The Horn Demon. Let's see how it handles the hammer, just a comparison.
Okay, it stuns it immediately and it takes out a third of its health instantaneously. No argument. Actually, no, I need a bit more. There we go. Oh, I died anyway. Basket. Consumables. Towel, you don't need a craft. That was like the very first thing I made. You don't need it. I just kept it around for like sentimental value, I think. It's the thing that signaled the beginning of the Ryza's journey, so I just kept it ever since. Tao's looked after it. I'll come back. After we've done the mini-bosses, I'll rest. And this isn't the landmark, which is I was kind of hoping it was. So there's two to the left guarding a chest. Is it the same two? Oh god, they're super guarding this. For an... Oh, the cloth equivalent of the thing we got earlier. Yeah, we're not getting out of that without at least one fight. Oh. If it's the exact same mini bosses, then I'm not that first. I was hoping it'd be something more unique, but I think, is it the same again over here? Yes. I don't think it's guarding anything. It's not. Okay, let's go back to the rest point. And prepare ourselves for potentially the final battle. I imagine like the other Atelier games, like once you beat the final boss, there's still technically like a chapter / epilogue you have to do. So this probably won't be the final stream of this game more I think about it, but this might be like the big one. Oh, because we're not. Oh, right, because we rested, so it does actually put it back to 15. Oh, okay, good. I didn't know if it did that. We so rarely use it. Gee, yeah, this is this is absolutely a final boss arena. Look at this. All right, potential final boss time. And then our epilogue journey tomorrow, presumably. Because I imagine we beat the final boss, save the day, and then it will be like the last wrap-up of everyone's character arcs, and then going their separate ways to go on their journey of growth and all that stuff. Alright, please look cool, Queenie. I mean, it's alright. Empol, Lilla, have you ever seen the Queen for yourself? No, but I'm sure that's her. He's right. The massive, unique body, the two scythes match the description in all the tales. Which means that's definitely the Ravaging Queen. Oh, I didn't realize it was that big. We went through a bit of hell to get to her, but finally we get to meet Her Majesty. Now's not the time for clowning around. Look how big she is. All we have to do is beat her and the invasion's over, right? Right. The Orin and the Clint Kingdom sacrificed themselves to confirm that fact. Where the Oran failed, we will succeed. I am Lila de Creus of the Waifang clan, and I demand justice. Well, it's Desirous, sorry. Lila Desirous. And we're going to end this right now. Oh, it's more atmospheric. For a final boss theme, it's super atmospheric. I had to do this because I can actually hear it for a minute, since, you know, there's no stopping it when the fight goes. I wonder if there's multiple phases. And phase 2 is going to be the one that kicks off, or if it is atmospheric. If this is the final boss theme, yeah, I'm fine with it, because it's atmospheric. It's like, this thing is like the abomination. This is the evil. Of course, it's not going to be like full power. Oh, it's picking up though. We'll just see how it goes. I'm going to immediately stop like buffing everyone though, before I start going on my hammer binge. Yeah, that being why. Oh, we... Uh-oh. Yep, there we go. I was like, uh-oh, we can stun this bitch. This is going to be a very short final boss. Uh-oh. I think that's like another thing I can genuinely like criticize of this game a little bit. Obviously, I don't want to speak too soon. This thing could get up and one-shot us yet. But it feels like, compared to other games, I've found... Maybe it's just because I played so many Atelier games, I've got used to it, so I'm naturally getting better and getting super powered. But it feels like I got way too powerful way too quickly in this game. It felt like no main mandatory boss has ever given us trouble. And it's dead. Or at least phase 1's dead. Assuming there is a phase 2. I'm not going to speak too soon. Is it getting back up? It's getting back up. Alright, phase 2, let's go. What the shit? Oh! Oh, What the fuck's this Final Fantasy 13 music playing? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Fucking Kyberman's here. Oh, thank goodness our tactics levels carry over. Oh, jeez, this thing has way more defense. At 15k health. Okay, now it's a final fight. And it's stunned again. Alright. Yeah, this is like a Final Fantasy 13 track. Which isn't a bad thing. I like 13 soundtrack. It's different. It's more grandiose. It's not trying to be... I think that's the thing, like, it's not trying to be epic, like Sophie 1. It's not trying to be emotional, like Liddy and Suli. It's not trying to give finality, like Sophie 2. It's trying to be grand. Oh, that's a cute little bit of the instrument. Burp, burp. Oh, and a glimmer of the game's main theme present in it as well. Okay, yeah, I like it. It's a solid final boss theme. Now let's see, will this end the final boss? No, but it'll get him pretty fucking close. Sure, Lila, because we need to get rid of some of your debuffs anyway. Honestly, this might end the final boss, so I want to listen to this track until it loops, and then we'll end this. Yo, what's with this tone shift? The music. Got from like big loud orchestras and it goes then all digital, it's just all this all of a sudden. Okay, that's the loop, got it. You know what else this actually reminds me of a little bit? And it makes sense, because it might have been around the same time that actually started entering development. This kind of reminds me a little of some of the tracks of Blue Reflection. Like, this reminds me of the final boss theme of Blue Reflection Second Light. Which makes sense, because this game came out 2019, Blue Reflection 2021. It probably would have been in early development, or like early, like, conceptual piecing at that point. I don't know how quick Gus put a game together, but I imagine 2 years is a bare minimum for anything. They're just always ahead of schedule, kind of like what RGG do with Yakuza. But it's giving me that kind of vibe. It's like a mixture of Final Fantasy 13 and Blue Reflection. Anyway, let's end this. And then something even smaller breaks out of it as well. Oh no, that is it. Okay. And we get, geez, 6 and a bit K experience. And this was, I'm glad Lila got the last strike, because it's her homeland that this thing ravaged. Right, let's see how this chaos continues now we've defeated the queen. I wish I could say more about the final boss, but we didn't give it a chance. We're too strong. That's genuinely a gripe I have with this game. We're too strong. You get too strong too easily. All you have to do is pay attention a little bit and you start getting really powerful. We did it. Did we all survive? I don't know. Did I? Guess you did. The Tao and Empor. We're fine. Well, maybe not completely fine. You two didn't do anything.
I think I'm gonna die, like seriously right now.
That should do it. We need to get out of here. We could still get caught up in the swarm's confusion. You heard him. Okay, Lila? Lila? Yes, I heard you. It's over, we did it. Yes, we did. Part of the chest is glowing red. What's up with that? I'm not sure. Like, I've never seen any other Felucia specimen. It's similar to the other warrior badges, but it's much larger, and the glow is quite different. Badge? You mean that thing people who defeat Felucia get? But it reminds me of something else. Ryza, what is it? The glow is different. Warrior's badge, Felucia Sanctuary, Hint Kingdom. Len, grab it. Grab the bit, that glowing bit right now. Huh? Ryza, what's going on? I'll explain after we get back to Kilo. It's, I can't say for sure, but... Is you want me to grab it? What's going into you? Hey, Tao, help me out here. Do I have to? This just might be... Everyone, come on, grab it and get back. Let's get back to Kilo. Thank you, all of you. As a representative of the Oren, I owe you my undying gratitude. It's okay, we had our own reasons for doing it, so you don't owe us anything. Regardless, the fact is, you did it, and so you have my thanks. We ran into a few more on the way back, but they don't seem to be acting as a cohesive whole. Their hive mind desire to occupy the sanctuary is gone. They are no different from common beasts now. In other words, the invasion has been stopped. Thank goodness. We did something pretty amazing, huh? Just now starting to set in.
I wish we could say it's all over, but there's still a problem with the island.
That's right. Ryza, now you can tell us about that glowing red jewel you took from the Queen. I assume you did that for a reason.
Red jewel? Yes, this. It was buried in the Queen's chest. This is a giant warrior's badge, is it not?
I've never seen one this big, but it does appear to be the case.
This is just a hunch, but I think this is the resource that the Clint Kingdom was gathering.
What?
I felt the same sensation as the power source beneath the island. I felt it from the thing Kilo gave Boss too. One of the clan elders said the badges were created when the Felucia would devour fertile lands. So, the Felucia absorbed the power of our sanctuary, and it crystallized into this.
If we could figure out the secret behind such a process, we could recreate the Clint Kingdom's power source.
I'm not going to do that, but I am going to create a new power source for the island.
What?
This is why these lands were torn apart, right? I'm not interested in studying something like that. Well said, Ryza. Empo, your response?
I have none. You win. Even as a curious alchemist, I see that wouldn't be right. So do as you see fit. I am in no position to tell you otherwise. As usual, you have your priorities straight. Do what you think is right to save your island.
Thank you. I have no idea what happened just now. Were they arguing? Did Ryza win? It looks that way, but Empo seems pretty happy about how it turned out. I don't care what happens, if it means we can save the island. We'll return your land's water to you soon, Kilo. That's my promise to you as an alchemist. Thank you. I'll be waiting. I can see the honesty within you, Ryza. Okay, everyone. Let's go home and bring our island back to life.
Why is it still called the final battle? We won the final battle. Right, I want to check my hunch, since we didn't get to. I'm going back up to that throne to see if it's a landmark. So I want to say a good final boss and all that, but we didn't give the final boss a chance. I found its design a little generic. Like, the first phase was... especially wasn't great. The second phase was way better. Even if it was just Kyberman. Alright, is there a landmark up here? How'd I know? God, what a sight. Hang on. Hang on a minute. Hang on, I've got an idea. You might already know what that idea is going to be. And there's my screenshot. Damn, look at that. That's sick. Alright, now I'm satisfied. Let's get out of here. Back to bright life. And then after this, I will be wrapping up the stream. And tomorrow we'll be doing our epilogue and starting those episodes, which I doubt any of them will be particularly long anyway. Kind of want to go out on this synthesis, you know, give it a real boom. Perhaps read the book first. It's perfectly clear that you need to handle such powerful crystals with caution. I guess, but I need to control the synthesis timing by hand in order to stabilize the power. Lila, did you just laugh? I had no idea you had such a cute laugh. You're not helping, Tao. I wasn't trying to, it's just not fair. You and Lila hang out all the time, leaving town, doing who knows what. Don't change the subject. Besides, that's nothing. She's just teaching me different traveling tips. Traveling trips? Oh, are you two planning on going somewhere? Well, anyway, Tao, you and Boss have been getting pretty friendly lately too, right? Friendly? I mean, we're just working on a manual for how to use machinery that keeps the island afloat. Oh yeah? What's the point of doing that? Hardly anyone knows how to read those old books, right? I'm doing it just in case. That makes sense. You and Empel are also making a translation dictionary for that ancient language, right? Yeah, it's been real hard though. You don't really think about grammar and stuff normally. I can imagine the two of you butting heads over the best way to write everything out. Sounds like everyone's been really busy. You've been helping with your dad and his work, right, Claudia? I see you're standing right next to him, handling stuff like a real secretary. It makes you look really smart. Oh, come on, stop it! Yes, I've been helping him out, but I'm still in training. Well, I'm sure he's happy to have you by his side all the time. It definitely sounds a lot more upbeat. You think so? Oh, but I don't think that's because of me. I guess we've all changed a bit. We still meet up here, but we all have our own things going on. I wonder if we'll keep on changing like this. Yeah, it's part of growing up, Ryza. Hate to break it to you. What's wrong, Claudia? Nothing. You sure? Oh, Empel, Tao, I need you to go to the bunker to work on my synthesis. Will you come with me? Ryza, it's almost time. Yeah, that caravan's coming. They're all going to have to go their separate ways very soon. Past the present, yep. Go to the bunker one last time. Well, our ultimate ending and starting the episodes will be a journey for tomorrow. So join me tomorrow as we finish, and I'm going to change costume. I'm thinking, you know what? I'm going to bring it back to default for just the epilogue and ending. And I'll save again just because I'm paranoid. So yes, join me again next time where, just like with Lydia and Suli, just like with Sophie too, after the final boss, there's just a little bit more we need to do. As always, thank you so much for watching.